Welcome to the session.
And we are live.
What it do? Y'all already know.
Sixxcess. JmoneyGibbs.
It's the one and only Jzabel DaTruth. We live.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the session.
Yes, sir.
Getting all about
y'all. Listen, America. I gotta be ghetto today because I did not get this J roll, and y'all about to see me roll up on right now. Like it's not wrong. It's nothing against that. No rules against that. And shout out to the DMV as of July 1st became the place where you only need your ID to go into the dispensary.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Merlin. Like, for becoming only the coolest place to live when I fucking leave. God darn it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little hot by that. Although I am pleased to know that when I come home, I no longer have to, ride around anywhere and get it. I know where to go. Although I've always did, but now I know where to go. And I'm going.
You know what else happened on July 1st?
Talk to me.
Happy White History Month.
There's a White History Month?
Yes, it's the month of July.
No way.
So shout out to all my Caucasian friends.
No. Hey. Listen,
supporters. This is your month.
This is my month, bro.
I see what y'all do. Y'all put this in between Juneteenth and July 4th. This is some bullshit.
This is my month, bro. This is my month.
The whole month of July.
Don't do that. This is my month, son. Be respectful. I respected you in February.
Fuck your month.
Are you not celebrating White History Month?
No. Of course I am.
Shout out to Jesse Peterson. So
you know what? In light of me celebrating White History Month, I'm gonna steal something.
What?
I'm gonna steal something and claim it in light of History Month. White History Month.
Are you gonna steal it as a white man or a black man? Because you steal it as a black man.
No, obviously I'm stealing as my native heritage, but it says on the actual form, I was born of Northern American descent, so I'm white.
Oh yeah, I'm a California native, so I'm getting those reparations.
See,
why is it controversial for it to be White History Month? Like a lot of black people aren't really too enlightened about White History Month.
I mean, let's celebrate.
Hold on.
And Eminem.
Why didn't you put Happy White History Month?
I am. There we go.
It's a little extra on the wise, but okay, I get it. I'm excited. I get why black people would be mad when they get the shortest month, and now white people normally get the best, most lit month as well. July, when all the kids out of school, everything.
Ain't it 31 days? Is it 31 days this month? 31 days in July and August? Yeah.
The reason they had to do White History Month in July is because they know the white people would shoot up the schools if it was during February or any other month.
That's crazy.
That I am not accepting no.
Wow, that might be extreme. Right, that might be extreme, and I'm gonna drink my Red Bull.
No Caucasian slander this month, okay? Like that was a little bit too far. I feel like
that was too far.
Everyone should be allowed to celebrate their heritage, be it white, black, Latino, Asian. What else is there?
That's it, right? It's like nah.
I think Middle Eastern, I guess.
I'm not racially inclined, so that's not my thing.
Oh, you're not culturally diverse?
Yeah, I only know what they gave us, like Mexican, Chinese,
like mumbo sauce and shit.
Like Irish. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they should be called like what they are, because I don't know if I should call it Jewish and an Irish man, instead of calling them white, calling them what they are, Jewish or Irish, I just look at them as a white man, a black man, a Chinese man, or Asian man rather.
Now that's very interesting because I would like to know what the Jews be celebrating White History Month, like, because sometimes they separate themselves from being white. Like if you ask a Jewish person, "Are you white?" they'll say, "I'm Jewish."
Well, you know why? I think that's because the undertone with "Are you white?" means "Are you racist?" sort of like, or were you with that shits? Were you with the shits? Was your family with the shits rather? We know we just be trying to track down the root of if there's a root problem. You know what I'm saying? When we ask a nigga, "Are you white?" Even when we be playing like online with the niggas like, "Are you white?" Okay. Now I see why you playing like that, white boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me like that, white boy. So it's like a certain demeanor that they have. You know, I don't know, but we all know what we're asking when we ask, "Are they white?" We don't care if we see a Jew. We don't care if you're a Russian. I mean, when you talk, you still white to us. You know what I'm saying? Because when they see us, they don't care if we from Africa, Nigeria, Canada, fucking Asia. You know, they don't give a damn. They just see black. They don't care.
That is definitely true. But like I said, happy White History Month to all of our Caucasian
Hey, buddy, you go.
supporters and even friends if you guys have them.
Yeah. Frenchie, shout out Frenchie.
So on to the next topic.
On to the next one.
Wait, let me get the banner. Does size matter?
What we talking about?
Ass?
I'm sorry.
Like, what are we talking about?
I wish I would have did this with my phone because I can't do emojis from the computer from my desktop.
You know what I wish? I wish that that's like who? Why would we know that? Why do guys know that?
Know what?
Does size matter? Because if you're talking about what I think we're talking about, we don't know.
What are we talking about?
Because I think it's
little booties matter.
Man size.
Yes, I'm talking about the eggplant, the wee, the penis.
That's actually a question for the women. That's actually a question for you.
Hey, why are you asking me and Sixxcess?
What do you mean? Why am I asking you guys this? I'm asking you guys this. This is a leading question.
Is this the general population or just like who is this for? I have no answer.
I mean, this is for you guys.
So you know what? Those studies have shown that it does not matter.
Okay. J Money, what do you think?
I think little booties matter.
Do size cocks matter?
Not to me. I don't give a fuck. Not my business.
Yeah, I don't care what size a man's cock is.
Damn.
Okay, do you think it matters to a woman? No. I'm not even going to ask that question yet. Before I get into that,
you can't ask me this question. I'm
going to start with you, right? Because you're the married one. Okay.
Yeah.
Married one. So this question is more. This question is more so for you. Hypothetically speaking, would you let your wife, no disrespect to Tiff, because I wouldn't even really put her in this scenario, but hypothetically speaking, let's say Tiff wasn't Tiff and you was married, would you let your wife do adult work to pay a bill? Like, let's say you guys are late on your mortgage, 3 months behind, it's $8,500. You've been working day and night and you can't seem to come up with all of the money. And she's like, hey, I could do 2 quick scenes and there we go.
So the reality, this is a real answer, people. If that's her job previous and that's the job that she does, then of course, right? But if I don't meet her as that and that's just like where you going to, we got to talk about something different. We got to figure out something else.
And let me just say, an adult job is going to do adult things. Like, you don't have to go and do, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by adult job, but maybe they need to turn on DoorDash at nighttime or Instacart or do something that might help them financially gain. There are other ways.
They could make 10 times that amount of money in one season. Like, why?
You can make 10 times that money investing $1 into yourself. So there are a lot of ways you can make money if that's the case. But if you really feel like you need to go out and show your private body parts and slut yourself out and show whatever you need to do to make money, and that's your only way and means of doing it, go right ahead. Like, who the fuck is going to stop you?
Holier than thou, are we?
I mean, like, honestly, if it's your job, if you was already if you were already in the adult industry and you said, I'm gonna get out, well, we married, I'm done, right? And then shit get hot, you like, look, I can easily just go back to work and make some money. Like, it would be kind of like putting me on the spot to say, nah, like, don't do that. Like, because now I'm saying I gotta figure this out. But any real person is gonna go back to what they know. What they know. So what can I say?
Well, with you, Six, because you seem like you're a little bit more lenient. If your wife did go back to work, does size matter?
No, because I understand it's just a job, and they're gonna find whatever fits the movie. You know, I'm not gonna care about that. It's a job. I'm gonna understand that in the beginning anyway. But the beauty of it is, you don't
mind going in behind something that's 3 times maybe the size of you?
I'm not going. For one, we're not even going. It's not like we're going back to back.
Why wouldn't you be?
That's nasty.
So if she go to work, do a scene, and come home, take a shower, and it's like, babe, I really miss you. Like, give me some. What would you say?
I have to tell her, you had a long day at work. Relax.
Really?
Relax. Sit back. Put your feet up. You had a long day at work. Chill out. Chill out.
That is hilarious. So
why do girls think it's okay to have a dick measuring contest anyway? Why y'all out here trying to measure dicks?
Well, let's get to you, J Money. If you did allow your partner to do that, does size matter to you? Like, would you go back?
I don't have those problems. My dick
4 times the size of you?
Investigation. I was threatened of trying to kill somebody with my dick. I'm good for life. Like, I never got to go through worry about shit.
Wait,
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out.
That's police record. That's police record.
That's a police record. Like, it's a police record.
That's police record. That's police record.
Police statement and said I tried to kill her with my dick. So I think I'm good.
Yeah. That's a real live fucking police statement that man tried to kill her with his dick. Like, more police paperwork. Bro, this man had to go to court and
I really had
everybody charged this nigga with attempted murder with his dick. Oh, gay. That's all. Hey, listen, all y'all that don't believe this, y'all go do your judiciary search. Go do it. It's right there. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, fellas. I couldn't believe it, ladies.
So basically, Adam 22 responds to backlash from allowing his wife to do a sex scene or whatever.
Awesome.
And what I thought was funny is that he, like he said, he let his wife do the scene, which will ultimately help her career and also ultimately help their business. Now he's like, basically, she's after getting some BBC. You guys know what BBC is, right?
Yeah.
Big black cock. She's now back to her rightful owner.
Amen. Rightful size. Yeah, that's good. Proud of her.
I thought it was a British broadcast channel. Just to let y'all know, other people who are into music, there is a British broadcast channel called the BBC. And that is where you get your international streams, okay?
Damn it, he right. All right. So listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I applaud Adam 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I realized one thing out of his statement that I took was he said, I've done multiple scenes with other women, and she has in mind it was time for me to be on the other side of it, right? So I enjoyed that he was able to understand this is our profession, not just mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, she does this too, and I want to help her career as much as I want her to keep doing stuff to help mine. Because I didn't know No Jumper was a porn joint, right? I did not know my man was a porn man.
I've never seen his work, but I would probably want to check it out.
Yeah, just check it out. Check it out. Now, Now, if you're an avid watcher of some sites, then just type it in, and you will be privy to it. It's all there. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know everyone is thinking it. I'm gonna say it. I'm waiting to see what that tape hitting on though. I want to see what Adam. I want to see what Adam 22 was worried about. I want to see that. I want to see it.
I don't even think he was worried about it. I think he was just like, because people were like clowning him or whatever, and he's just like, yeah, well now it's back to its rightful size owner. So
no,
basically,
I want to bring something up that a lot of men don't bring up, and I don't know if you can relate to this Sixxcess because you've been married for so long. But sometimes with different women, you might get more wrecked. You might get harder. Like certain women make it harder. I can't explain it. I don't know why this happens.
It's a fact, though. It's a fact.
I don't know if it's the chemistry or what it is, but certain women, one time I was like, damn, I didn't even know my dick could do this. Like it was out of body experience.
Was that not the one when you tried to kill somebody with it?
We're not going to talk about that. You know
I mean, was it, you brought it up.
We're not going to RICO this case. We're not going to have to RICO.
Was it that full potential when you tried to murder someone?
It wasn't. Just to say, I'm just going to say with that person, it's quite scary. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember it's three women that I remember. I love them till this day. If I see you again, I'll marry you. But listen, these three women, I don't know what it was, but it was amazing. And I've never been so wrecked like for so long. Like I was just like, wow, this is.
How did we get here? How
you got there?
Talked about this.
You drove the bus.
What do you mean?
You drove the bus. You drove the bus, and this is don't start
TMI. Okay, now back to the topic at hand.
Okay, you need to answer the question.
Go into the size matter, because all y'all women think y'all got the best pussy in the world. Some of y'all pussy be some shit. Y'all whack ass pussy. You really think that shit good? That shit ain't nothing. You can't do shit but lay on your back and make noises. You suck at what you doing. Your pussy is not all that. We gonna break this shit down. You want to talk about the size matter? Does the wetness of the pussy matter? I left the girl because the pussy wasn't wet enough. Let's really talk about it. We can get into it.
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle any feathers. You guys think I should move on to the next topic?
I mean, I really wanted you to answer. I really wanted you to answer the question. Does size matter? But I really think we should get to the next question.
No. Because I'm not done with you guys.
I mean, that boy going crazy right now. I mean, damn.
Let's just come back in. Come back in. All right, so you guys have children. And this is a question that I want to ask you guys. Because women will always say the snap back, it snatches back. But after being stretched by a big black cock, do you think that it will go back to its regular size within a timely fashion for you to dig in them guts?
Yes.
Hell yeah, outside the inventor, I got a little mix for you if you need it.
I'm sorry?
Yes. She know the tricks to get it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
She know what she's doing. She been doing it. Listen. You asking black men this question. We cool. We understand. We good.
We got it.
We know it goes back because eventually, even tomorrow, sometimes a couple days later, we go back. It's already seemingly back to normal. So we're good. Like just back. We need to see how bad that man really went with that lady. Like, damn. Like, is he gonna kiss her later? Jesus.
What's wrong? I mean, it's just work.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all both say mm-hmm?
Yeah, we understand. That's your job. But just like if I did a job and it was very strenuous work, I would need a couple of days to get myself together before I'm back to performing again. She gotta take her time. If that's her job, especially at least to the check clear.
Until the check clears makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Now back to you, J Money.
Can't do shit to the check clear.
As you were saying, you've left a woman because it wasn't wet enough.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about it because
I don't.
guys are fellas.
I prefer not to, but let's do it.
I want to hear your perspectives on because women complain about shrimps and uncircumcised, hooded, limp ball.
Limp ball is crazy.
There's some dirty niggas out here, I'll tell you that.
So excuse my French if you guys don't like cursing. But
this is the session.
Go ahead, talk about it. Get it off your chest. You obviously had a lot to say. You left a woman because her juices wasn't flowing as it needed to be. Are you used to squirters? Like, what is not wet? And usually if a woman isn't wet enough, they say you're the problem. So how do you know you weren't the problem?
Well, listen to what I'm saying. If my dick ain't hard enough, she's the problem. So we was both the motherfucking problem, and she ain't had no business opening her fishy smelling legs if she was going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? If it was a problem, close your legs back. That's how I feel about it. Don't open your legs if it's going to be a problem. If it's a problem, oh, I'm not wet, then okay, don't be wet and we'll move on with life. But like, if you're going to say, oh my gosh, I'm so horny, I want some dick. And then when they start giving you some dick, you're like, what the fuck type whack pussy is this? Like, don't lie on your pussy. Or go to the store and buy, they have a whole aisle of stuff you could buy. It's called like the KY section. I think it's KY gels and jellies and things like that. Buy that shit if you need to. That's all I'm saying. Now we at the point now where we can't even do this. Like, men can't do this and women can't do this. Nigga,
is any guest out there?
Listen, nigga, if you got a little dick, you can go to a doctor and get your shit enhanced. Girls, if you got a little flat butt and your shit's not pumping, you could go to a doctor and get your shit enhanced these days. Like, we're in the day and time where you shouldn't be going around with a shrimp dick. You shouldn't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. When you shouldn't be going around with your pH balance off and your pussy smelling like the wharf. There's no reason for that. We're too old for this now. I'm sorry. If you have these problems going on, use Google, use your resources, use your doctor, use the things around you to help get you back to where you need to be. Because there's no reason for it.
Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
Okay.
We might be, y'all know what? I'm going to church next Sunday thanks to y'all.
Hell yeah.
Now, did you inform the young lady that her smell was off?
Jesus.
Oh, listen. So I don't want to get too deep into it, but I really tried to work with her.
Lady. Okay, well,
I really like her as a person, so I went with her to Target to get the Monistat 8. You know what I'm saying? It was this.
She is. Thank God. She know now.
It was the straight Monistat 8. I also went with her to the OBGYN OW. Like, we went right away. Like, you know what I'm saying? We went to the OBGYN, and I was just saying to him, like, you know what? I like what's happening because I like the sounds, like the mac and cheese is wet enough, but the smell is really just what's throwing me off. And I'm not sure
the mac and cheese.
Come to find out, a lot of things, the things that women eat is sometimes what happens with their pH balance. She was on an all McDonald's diet. You can imagine what the smell was. You understand what I'm saying?
Coming from a vegan.
you see what I'm saying?
That shit was extra potent, huh?
Listen, this was before I was vegan. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to be understanding and work with the boy in these situations. But yes, I definitely went with her to go get the Monistat 8. We went to Target. We went to CVS. We went to Washington Hospital Center. You know what I'm saying? We tried out the different avenues. But after that, I let her know that I can't deal with something that smells louder than my weed. And I left.
Did you guys remain friends?
Oh, no, I don't talk
or did she take it harshly?
Because
sometimes women can't accept when a man is being honest. And ladies, if y'all out here, I would like to hear y'all perspective.
Let me tell you, I know it's another nigga that married that joint now. That nigga's happy as shit. I don't know how the fuck he doing it. I'm like, nigga, you must not have a nasal or nose cavity, or you just like your nose bleeding every fucking night. Because nigga, that shit was unbearable, nigga. That shit was really about to make a nigga nose bleed. Like, I wasn't fucking with it. He probably introduced her to a shower. He probably introduced her to shower sex. Oh, nigga, I've done the shower sex too.
I mean, but even still,
it smells still in the shower. Where you get this girl from DC?
I feel like men should be honest with women. Like, let the woman know, like, hey, you know, am I doing something wrong?
It don't matter.
And why you're not you're not self-lubricating? Is it always like this? Should I get some? Do you have?
It doesn't matter to tell her. It doesn't matter. You don't have to tell her. There's no reason to tell her. Just move on to the next one until you find the right one that makes you want to settle down.
No, I feel like you guys should tell a woman because that way she can correct it.
No,
and maybe it may work out with you guys.
No.
You did your women stay Props.
you got a little shrimp dick, and that's why I can't fuck with you. That's what you say to the man?
No.
I mean, I'm handsy, so I'm kind of hands-on. Before.
So is that what you say? I'm not talking about what the hands are doing. I'm talking about what you're saying.
I don't have to say shit. I'm hands-on within our first couple of interactions. I'll know if I want to proceed, or I'll pull it out and look, and I'll just be like, I'm on my period, and go about my business.
And then you leave him, right? And then you leave him and go to the next one, right?
Let him know.
Don't contradict.
Right.
I rarely run into shrimps, so I don't know.
Barely means that you ran into something.
You ran into a black dude, a shrimp black dude. Was he Asian or white? Or
he was definitely black.
Oh. Well, can we go to something, whatever the next topic is? Like anything?
I mean, no, one last question for you guys, and then we can move on.
One last question is crazy.
Because I'm learning a lot from you guys right now.
I'm learning from
last
you too,
question
if a
from
nigga
a
had
guy.
no dick, you wouldn't tell him.
Huh?
If a nigga did have shrimp dick, you wouldn't tell him. He wouldn't know. He's still going around this world.
I'll tell you what. Any guy that she shows interest in better come with his best foot forward.
I mean, I shouldn't have to tell a man that he's small. A man knows the average size. They said is what, 5 to 6 inches. So
yeah, that's good. If you 5 to 6 inches, you should be good to go. You should be good to go.
Most women prefer 7 to 8. So anything under.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Listen, no, they don't. These women that be saying that, first of all, from my experience, the women that be saying that are the runners.
I don't know about all that, but let me get to my
They
question.
want to just be running the whole time, running around the goddamn bedroom and shit. That's terrible.
Ladies, let me keep this train moving.
Please.
From a man's perspective, does KY jelly dry the thing up the coochie out?
How
I
could
can't
it?
explain to you exactly what it does, but it does something, one, weird to the condom, and then two, if you're ever having raw sex, it does something weird to your skin once it dries. It makes like you ever take those little gels off like the wrapper? Like, all right, you know when you get your Cash App card and the card's like stuck to the piece of paper?
Uh-huh.
It makes that little gel shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking, the stuff that you could kind of like, I don't know, I always
Honestly,
rub mine, it's like gummy.
Now thinking about it, I feel like that might be what that gel is. Like that gel on your Cash App card when you get your cards in the mail and stuff. That might be what they're using because it feels just like that.
So, wake up, Six. Answer the question. I'm trying to get full male perspective, but you never know. I might want to go.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, right? This is not like one of those moments that I really want to do this. But in my life, right? I was as a kid, when I was really getting into girls, I was already the lead singer of a group, right? Then by the time I started giving them the time of the day, I was already the starting quarterback and defensive back on my football team, right? And then I became like this superstar rapper. So what ends up happening is I've never ever had to pull out the KY.
So what are you saying?
Like it's just something that about me that I've never had to experience that to know what it even would need to feel like or whatever. I thought that was for people that can't get naturally, where they need to be. And they need a little assistance. God bless me with an ability to not need that. That has never been a problem in my department. So I've seen it used in movies and things like that, and I've always wondered why, but I'm just that guy. Man. And I'm not even trying to be like cocky or nothing like that. It's just not for me,
I mean, you guys are really tooting your horns tonight. Like,
I'm blessed. That's how I've been. Listen, I've been with the same girl for 20 years.
Blessings.
20 years.
Let me tell you, if I was with the same girl I was with from 20 years ago, I'd be happily married right now too.
Right.
That's the best.
I'm just saying, like,
she
ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Hey.
J Money, this is for you.
No, it's not.
Last week you was in my comments and you was talking shit.
Let's talk about it. What did he say?
He was talking big shit. You ain't see the end of it. Was that last week?
I saw it.
You out here? Do you remember?
I saw the shit.
That was last week.
That was last week.
Last week. Now,
yeah.
I don't appreciate.
Talk about it.
You in the comments talking shit. I would rather you air your grievances in a professional manner on the platform. Now, please explain to us what rubbed you the wrong way about, and I don't even know what part of the show rubbed you the wrong way. I was like, well, damn, like,
it was the part when they asked about the Joe Young show.
Fuck that show. Stealing ass nigga. Wild ass, stealing ass, wild ass nigga. This is what I'm going to say right here, right the fuck now. I'm so happy. This is live and recorded. Nigga, you's a wild, petty thief. Oh my fucking goodness. Like, do we need to really expose this, or do people just need to find out who he is on their own? Like, go ahead and find out.
Bro.
Go ahead and find out for yourself. Okay, like, I don't need to be the one to talk mad. This motherfucker is a scandalous, scheming thief.
I can't do that. I can't subscribe to this, J Money. We can't do this.
Subscribe to it. This is all me. There ain't nobody else saying this but me.
Now, my question is, if you throw one away, do you throw them all away, or do you just single out the issue from the entire project?
I don't even know what the fuck that means, but put them in the plastic if they want to act brand new or whatever the fuck. Put a ribbon on them, whatever the fuck you want to do with them. Keep that stealing, goofy shit the fuck away from me. You know you can't speak to me. You know you can never say nothing to me. You know you can't come in my presence. You know what you did, and you have to live with that. You and God. I don't. So I'm good for life. You have to live with what you did, and you know what you did.
You know one thing about Christians?
No, I don't. I'm not a Christian. I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm just saying. People use God as curse words. Just to say that's between you and God. Damn, that's deep.
No, like, so I ain't gonna hold you. I understand. I understand where J Money coming from, right? It's like we created a formula in this fucking city. We created a formula amongst how to do things as an indie artist, how to move, how to get paid, how to work, you know what I'm saying, how to stay consistent. And the problem is we have lended the olive branch to kind of everyone, right? It's like if someone picks up the phone, someone calls me, oh, we'll be on the phone for hours helping these motherfuckers get straight, like get right. And it's like, wow.
Don't fuck that up. I don't fuck with nobody no more. Don't even fucking call my phone without sending me a Cash App deposit first. I don't fuck with you. I don't. Like, Joe fucked that up for everybody. I felt like I used to be a nice person and willing to help people with their music. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all no more. I swear on everything I don't. And it's because of Joe. It's because of what Joe did within the last 90 days. Let me just say that. But you can't
throw, because one bad apple does not spoil the whole bunch, okay?
You're right. You're right.
If you helping somebody get their shit off the ground, when they get off the ground, you expect them to do what they're gonna do, fly like a plane.
I mean, that's a part of life, though.
Yep.
Sometimes I would say it's not always as genuine as you put out. I don't know the situation. I just saw you in the comments going off, and I felt like it was kind of like off time. Like I didn't know who the issue was with or what was going on. But
no, I don't support condone. Like I support everybody's shit. And I don't give a fuck who you are. If I fuck with you, I'll support your shit. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. TV show, radio show, internet radio show. I don't give a fuck what it is. I support your shit. If you got acting classes going on, if you got music listening parties going on, I always support that shit. But I don't support thieves. And I don't support liars. I don't. That's one thing I don't support. That's a part of my brand. And you should know it for my entire life, my entire existence. I've never supported phony, fake, thieving people or liars. I don't. I don't even repost. A liar could be posting some shit about me, and I'll let them continue with the lie. I won't even respond to it.
But see, I would rather, when it comes to personal stuff, especially with people I know, I would already have hit them up and figured out what the problem was.
And
even when I thought the person had a problem, I'm like, yo, what's good? Like, are we good? Like, what's up? And if I feel like someone has a problem with me into a manner where I feel like, all right, maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't, I'll just wait until that person addresses it. And if it doesn't go back to normal, oh well. And then 9 times out of 10, if they really genuinely was with me in the beginning, it's going to go right back to normal.
So let me share a story with you guys, because I was actually just talking about something like this past week. And I was telling someone, I was like, if you have a rapport with somebody, be it y'all friends or even associates, like if you have a rapport, y'all have a conversation, y'all have each other number, and they do something you don't like, say it. Mm-hmm. However they take it is however they take it. Either y'all gonna fix it and move on, y'all however, but you got it off your chest. Like, I think it's best for people not to hold grudges, and sometimes not saying nothing is kind of like holding a grudge, because that person might not know how you feel. They might not know that what you did may have offended them or they thought was wrong to them. So I always say just
right.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because we're now in our 4th, maybe almost 5th year of doing this show together, me and you. Mm-hmm. In these times, we have had those moments where it's like, I'm gonna let it be over there for a second. It's still like Monday, we here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, or when it used to be Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? We were there. So I always look at it like, all right, what is the bigger picture? For me, it's what is the bigger picture? Some friends, even with how you doing things, some relationships are just not worth even whatever is going on. It's not worth it.
That's true.
Know? And some people, for real, when we start realizing it, the only things that become or should be easy to go are the things that's not invested.
Yep.
That's just the reality of it.
But always to anybody out there that's listening, because this was the conversation I had was like on a personal, like I was advising somebody else on a personal level. And I'm like, if you just say, whenever, and you don't have to be rude, you don't have to be disrespectful. Like, it's also in the delivery. So, I don't know. But yeah. Happy White History Month.
Yeah, happy White History Month.
No, I think a lot of times it's not always what people say, it's what people don't say. That makes a big part too. Sometimes the shit that people don't say. That's why I was saying I really agree with you. Sometimes it's motherfuckers biting their tongue for too fucking long or holding shit in. No, I've been feeling like this for 5 years and I just never got to do it. Shut the fuck up. Like I feel like those people, you fucked up for not saying what the fuck you had to say and biting your tongue for too fucking long. I'm not biting my tongue. That shit hurts. You ever bit your tongue before? That motherfucker hurts. I'm not biting my tongue for shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the complete opposite, right? Because I understand something, right? I'm looking at life like this, We always ask ourselves, why not us, right? And not to sound weird or nothing, but people are afraid to sometimes get their nose a little brown to get what they want. You feel me? I mean, like, even if I did not like something that you did, it's easier for me to back off and let you have your moment and then come back to whatever it is that we're on when it's back, as opposed to ruin something that's a really good relationship just to have my moment of being right or to feel like I have a place. Because a lot of the times we're adults. Even when we was kids, we understood I may be going through something at home with my mom or my dad or my brothers. So when I get to school and somebody say something to me, I'm whooping their ass. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm taking this shit out on this teacher. And even as we get older, we have to understand, all right, if you're having a bad day and I've been knowing you for months, let's make it short, a month. And every day you've come, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, bro? And day 31 is like, nah, bro, I ain't in the mood. Like, I'm not about to be like, yo, you tripping. Like, what's on that day?
But what if I What if it continues past that day?
At the end of the day, when that person is ready, 9 times out of 10,
they'll be ready.
The core of that problem will come out.
Right.
Because if you stay down, if you stay around, sometimes you got to understand being a friend or being in a relationship, a business relationship too, right? Because it's like if someone hires me and say, yo, Six, I want you to help me with my Instagram, or I want you to help with my YouTube. When they come to me months later and say, dang, bro, I should have been doing my Spotify, my Apple. I should have been getting this and that. I'm like, yeah, why you ain't help? That ain't what you paid me to do. Or when you get me to a show and it's like, yo, I need you. Can you DJ? Oh, hey, if you want me to DJ, there's an extra fee for that. You know, like, come on now. That ain't what you paid me to do. I'm a host. I'm a manager. Whatever the case, whatever you pay me to do. So I tell a lot of people, even I'm like, everything that you do, you got to understand, like, there is a place for you. Right. And sometimes most people forget their place as a friend. They think that they're the everything friend. And you ain't even known the person that long to be the everything friend.
So would you guys say this is true or false, that people do bad business in the DMV?
Oh, that's true. That's 100% true. 100% true. Well, let me tell you, it's actually, go ahead, you say your point, and then I'm going to say mine.
I'll say what it is that every single person in the D, the M, and the V is looking for a move or a come up, right? Every single person is looking for a move and a come up. And when I say a move and a come up, I say a move is finding 10 cents on the ground. A come up is finding a quarter. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want they weigh in like, oh yeah, I finessed this. Oh, I did this. Bad business. Oh, I did this. I got this for the low. Bad business because you can never do it again. It's bad business. Every time you try to scam and scheme your way into someplace, oh yeah, you know I got it for it. Bad business. Yes. You're just doing a multitude of bad business with multiple people. Just because you're doing business with more people doesn't mean it's bad business.
Yes.
It's just a multitude and I don't even know what you call it, a domino effect of bad business. Like it's scary and sad that they don't realize this.
Yes.
And then it's not until they get older or maybe go to college or go outside of the city and learn that, oh my gosh, I've been doing bad business my whole life. Yes. Yes. Listen, you know you do fucking bad business in DC because every single person, I do the same fucking thing. If I get on the fucking metro bus and I swipe my smart trip and it makes a noise, I'm gonna look at the bus driver like he fucking crazy. And every other person in the DMV is gonna do that too.
I'm an honest person.
But no, let me tell you what's really crazy.
I'm gonna look for some money. At least I'm gonna act like I'm looking for some money.
You're gonna act like it's bad business. You hear what I'm saying?
That's good intentions.
But you gotta think about it though, yeah. It's a taught behavior in the DMV.
Yes.
Everybody that you talk to in the DMV gonna tell you, oh, I learned from such and such, like he the fucking goat. You like, damn, but bruh, when you gonna tell me that you learned from somebody that's actually like successful? You learning from people that just made it. Like, and it's like, I always ask a lot of these artists, and I ask them like, yo, who do you look up to, right? And for real, when I hear a lot of artists like, yeah, man, no disrespect, I gotta say this, no disrespect to anybody. When I hear a lot of artists be like, shout outs to like Tony Red, and shout out to such and such, and shout out to KB Michaels, and all these people like Eddie Kane, like, and like I respect all these people. That's why I'm naming these all the people I can think of and shit like that. But when I hear people say that stuff, I'm like, young, y'all want to be superstars, and y'all want to start dealing with people and shouting out to people that's really doing the work. They'll tell you quick in the hurry, they ain't looking for nobody to give them no knowledge, but yet they're looking up to the people that's telling them how to scam, scheme, hook and jive and job up into a job.
Yep.
And I'm like, listen, when I tell a lot of artists, my biggest lessons that I learned came from everybody outside of the DMV. It's like, who taught me how to make sure I was getting paid? A chick named Kid Coates. You know what I'm saying? She took you through the whole process of how to fill out your paperwork. Who told me how to do my whole legal stuff and all that stuff? Donald passed me. You know what I'm saying? Getting some music. You got all types of workshops that I done done, from the art of 16 bars to the art of performing and zone staging, right? Yeah. So then when I come to people in the DMV, they always try to tell me how I should do something. Every time when they see me doing something, they're like, you should do it like this. You can make a whole lot more money. And I'm like, whoa, that ain't the point here. I'm trying to get seen. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to make sure we all in the pot. You know what I'm saying? And they look at me like, man, they say things that be like, oh, you a different person. You a different breed. Yeah, because I'm not doing the shit that's taught to me, passed down by people that are on the same level as me. Like, I'm looking to do the shit on the level that other people that they ain't never done it. I'm trying to learn what they did. How did they do it? How to move like y'all. Because that's what I'm trying to teach. What's this here?
Bullshit.
Do you think you need support from a known hood to make it in the DMV?
Well, you're never going to make it in the DMV. And I'm glad that he didn't put the DMV on here. But to answer his question, yes, you need a known hood behind you to make it as a rapper. But he said it's tough being a rapper when you don't have a known hood behind you. And that is 100% true. It is tough. That's why everybody gets some type of set behind them.
I totally disagree.
Go ahead, J Money. Tell them. Rip them.
You need a community. It doesn't have to be a hood, but you do need a community of people. It does not have to be a hood. Your hood will get you killed. That's why a lot of rappers, when they make it, they leave the hood. Having a hood, the hood don't really got your back at all. If you build a community of fans, a community of people, I believe in a community more than a hood. No, you don't need that.
Cat,
you don't need that.
Cat. I'm calling Cat.
On what?
Big Cat. Big Cat.
On what?
On what you just said. Yeah. On what you just said.
You're saying that you need a hood and not the community?
Yes.
Okay. I don't agree.
The community don't get behind you until the hood is already repping you big enough.
Okay.
Who you know? Who? Okay. Give an example. Give one example.
Or a city.
Nah, a hood. If that hood ain't talking about you, that city not gonna talk about you. If that hood not talking about you, the community ain't gonna even care who you is, and you could be doing everything.
Like Logic.
Well, let's talk about it.
Before we get to Logic, because he actually just sold some of his catalog, or most of it, and got a nice high 8-figure number. So we'll talk more about that in a second. But I'm gonna play this clip, and to me, I mean, my comment, of course, I'm surprised anybody I'm surprised anybody cussed me out, because I pretty much was like, dummy, just learn how to market yourself or get a team or just quit. Like, because I don't think you need a hood behind you to make it. I think you definitely need a city, a group of people that support you.
But see, all of y'all, not one of y'all can name a rapper in the last 10 years that made it without a hood behind them. What?
Drake. Like, what hood was behind Drake?
Bruh, do you not? Drake just got the keys to Memphis. Drake got whole songs about how. No, listen to what I'm saying. Drake got songs about how the whole hoods in Texas giving them love. He first of all got under the umbrella of Cash Money, Young Money. That hood in his own hood was good enough, but his own hood in Canada. No, Drake's hood in Canada rides for him. And that's what he's that. If you listen to the most of the lyrics
from the hood
community.
No, Drake is from the hood.
Gated community. Please get the fuck off the property.
Time out. Y'all capping. Drake is from the hood.
This is the gated community. Please get the fuck off the property.
Right, please.
Now you're talking about the now Drake. You're talking about the
now.
Man, okay, you know what?
But hold on. Before Drake got on, if Drake's hood in Canada wasn't pushing him like shit, he would not have got on. He was like the lead dog in his hood. He was the top dog in his hood. All of his mans, they still roll with him now in his hood. He says it in this song, like all of my mans in my crib playing football, like a football field. He said he talks about how it started from the niggas in his hood having his back, riding for him. If you don't have no hood behind you, you are done. Listen, the thing about it is,
you know what? When
the thing about it is, you
I
still, even though you named Drake, that's still past 10 years ago. I said, name somebody in the last 10 years.
In the last 10 years?
In the last 10 years. Because everybody that made it, everybody that's been on been from old block.
I'm about to fuck you up with this.
Go ahead.
Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion.
You about to say Lil Nas X, who raps Atlanta, who's from Atlanta. Atlanta is his own hood, and its own hood. Atlanta is its own hood. Just saying you from, just being from Atlanta is a hood.
We don't know what your definition of hood on. Let's move on. Let's hear what this guy have to say, because Six is trolling us, J Money.
Yeah, he's trolling us.
No, I'm just saying.
Underrated.
Yeah, for it. You know.
So you feel like you gotta try a little harder and shit.
For sure. Like it's definitely I gotta go 10 steps for niggas. They gotta go 2. But you know, I don't complain.
Yeah. Cause you know, like coming from this area, it's like if you don't got like a big name or big hood behind you, it seems like you ain't making it too far. How you deal with like shit like that?
Shit, block it out, keep pushing. You know, don't let that shit bother you. That shit just perception. When you get what you supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? That shit gonna matter in the long run. So niggas just lock that shit out.
Yeah. That's alright, bro. Being from
That's
like Indian head, do you feel like you automatically underrated?
I'm not gonna hold you. Who is he? Who is this guy?
For sure. Like
I don't know who he is. What's his name? I want to look him up.
You know, I don't complain.
Yeah. Cause you know, like coming from this area, it's like if you don't got like a big name or big hood behind you,
The Real Me TV.
How you deal with like shit like that?
Not an artist. And I'm gonna hold y'all real hood, right? This is real hood. No hood gonna get behind you if you ain't kind of like behind your hood, putting your hood on.
Big fact.
And the sad thing about it is you can't be in your hood talking about they don't need support me. They don't need, like if you ain't in your hood. And wherever you go, whatever type of community that you build in your little shit, if they're not gonna support you, you have to go to a fucking place that will support you. That's gonna put you on. And the sad thing about it is everybody that has made it is because their whole hood won't stop bumping their shit. Won't stop talking about it. Won't stop popping out to their shit. Behind them. 100%. Every artist has a hood. It's why Jay-Z keeps on saying why he every damn album he's still 50 years old still says Marcy. Still talks about how Marcy played his part. Why Lil Wayne still talks about the know you baby. It's why Drake still shouts out the family. What's that family mob ties? It's why he shouts out, why he's so quick to let everybody know he will mob ties, because that's the hood behind him.
That's
the hood
a gang.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It's a hood though.
It do matter.
That is, listen, that you best believe me. If you go to Houston and you be like, man, where mob ties be? They're gonna tell you a location where mob ties be. They have their own hood. They have their own space and spot where they be.
Own meetup.
Even with that, we found out Young Thug's place was Cleveland Ave. You know, we found out that's his hood. Like everybody has a hood behind them. That makes it. It don't matter. It don't, even when you think they ain't got a hood behind them. You find out they got a hood when they start rapping. They start telling you where that hood is. That's why I think them Chicago niggas be geeking to say O Block or that other joint. Why you think that?
Because it's association, but I don't
Because
think
they understand. That's why all of them rappers in the hood be geeking to rap where they from. Even if they ain't in the hood, they think, I'm from 37. I'm from Bentonville. I'm from South Beach. I'm from Uptown. I'm wherever the fuck they from. They geeking. They geeking like they outside. You never know they from around there. They know. Everybody know if the hood if the hood don't love it, nobody gonna love it. Jesus said that.
We lost 2 DMV rappers same day last week. Are you guys familiar?
I only know one.
Man, I heard about one of them. That shit fucked me up.
And why is that?
Cause I know my man Logo, man. Prince Tamir was my dog.
That's the only one I know about.
Prince Tamir.
Who was that?
See, who
I
you
know who he is. He died?
Yeah.
When?
The 30th.
Yeah, the 30th. For the morning
You
of the
lying.
I wish I was, man.
1:22 a.m.
I wish the fuck I knew. I wish the fuck I was.
Yeah, that's who I heard about.
That was my reaction right there. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, bro?
On the 30th of June?
Yes.
Yeah.
How?
Right.
He was murdered.
When I thought about it, it took me up even more.
He was murdered?
Yeah.
Homicide. They don't know who did it either. They got talking about
It has nothing to do about Degrassi. The only thing Degrassi allowed him to do was have the money to be in position to pay for some shit.
So really, Drake got on from doing that album with Trey Songz.
How come I didn't see this nowhere?
And that shit was in everybody's story with the, it was wild, man. That was in everybody's story, and I ain't really want to speak on it,
Ain't
but
this Facebook's?
yeah.
This Facebook's, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga posted on my backdrop. Damn, rest in peace.
It's like, yeah.
Performer. He was definitely a performer. Golly, wow. I'm talking about some other people. Gee.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If there was other ones I didn't know about them, that's the one I knew about.
And it's crazy because like Logo hit me up and he asked, he was like, he wanted to really work with me and he wanted whatever I was doing, he wanted to be a part of, and I really was locked in a little bit, man. He supported me.
Now I'm not even gonna fake. This the dude that always remixing everybody's song, right?
Everybody's shit. Yeah, he had the Caution Wet Floor time.
He's a great performer, but I ain't gonna sit up here and I mean, he was talented for karaoke.
Yeah,
I can't disagree. He definitely did the remakes. I gave him like the Weird Al of the city. You know how Weird Al would like redo whatever song.
See, you lying. You started lying and yourself started fucking up.
No, I ain't start lying about shit.
I'm just joking. Nothing to joke about. He's gone. But I mean, in light of, I'm still gonna be honest. There's nothing wrong with being honest. So I don't know. We have different opinions of the talent. Y'all can look sad all y'all want to.
Nah, I'm just hitting my blunt because I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that shit fucked me up, man. Like it's not even really about the music, right? It's just about the personal reality of I actually knew this dude. Like I was with him, so like damn.
Look, when you lose as many people as I did, that shit starts to become like a part of life. Like people are dying every day.
Hell yeah. It's one of my other good friends down here, him and his girlfriend died in a car accident. So shit crazy. We gotta stay prayed up and ready, man. We gotta live our best lives.
I think the saddest part about him for me is that he don't even to me, he seemed like he be out the way. But you never know what people be into. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that happened with Nate Skywalker. I thought Nate Skywalker used to be out the way until I seen him trolling people. But I don't know what happened to Prince Tamir. I hope that he does rest in peace, and my condolences do go to his family. Along with him, Moneybag KZ and Risque Luck, two other DMV rappers were murdered. That case was very interesting though.
The one on Out of Town Road?
Yeah.
By his own cousin and shit.
He got set up. So I guess that's where things kind of got weird, because supposedly one of them was a millionaire, or he made $1 million in a DMV. He was the first millionaire rapper in a DMV or something like that. Are you guys familiar?
Okay,
what?
Never heard of it.
Are you guys familiar? Anybody familiar in the comments? Y'all familiar with these rappers? Let me know a little bit about them. Y'all don't be cussing me out about Press Premier. Right?
Never heard of it. What's this artist name?
I'm about to show you. So Moneybags. I don't know, is that Bags or is it Moneybag KZ?
Yeah, Moneybag KZ.
Okay. So, all right.
We make $1 million off that.
I gotta come back on the screen for a second for this because I'm about to say some real shit. I start to feel old, right? When I'm unfamiliar with the new DMV rappers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm out of touch with the rap scene overall because I'm just not picking up on the new sounds. You know, every time I hear it, it sounds like trash to me.
This nigga said Pop Smoke.
Music is just trash, right? So I'm like, well, girl, maybe because you old. You know, when you start feeling out of touch, that just means that you're old and you need to move on to something else. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, I do like NBA YoungBoy. I do like Ice Spice. Like, I do like, I can't think of any young boy rappers right now, but I did Young Nudie. I do like, you know, like, I like different stuff, right?
Right.
And these are younger artists. These are not my crowd. Or these are people that's just now coming out. I'm like, but I'm really liking this stuff. Are we out of touch, or is the DMV music, this sound that they keep trying to force down our throats, is it just really the cadence? Is it just trash, or am I just old? Like, y'all tell me in the comments. Y'all let me know.
It's both for you. It's just a mixture of both. It's just the whole combination.
Really?
Yeah, you might just be getting older, and you also might be out of touch. Because I'm gonna tell you, I think one of the reasons that I'm able to stay in touch and Sixxcess is able to stay in touch is because we have kids. I got a 12 and 13-year-old kid. I listen to the music they listen to. When my son's in the car, I be like, here, play the music.
But do you like it?
I get a chance to listen to what he's listening
to. I see the music. It's not that I'm missing out on anything.
But you're also absolutely right. The music in the DMV sucks.
Okay.
It's not gonna leave the DMV. If you try to take this music and play it somewhere else, they're gonna be like, hey, bro, turn that shit off. Like, I tried to play some DMV music when I was in Texas. I was in Atlanta. I was in different places trying to play DMV music. I tried to play some go-go. I was like, oh, you got to listen to this. This is me cranking. They don't want to hear it. It's like blood to their ears. Like, their ears about to jump off their neck. They, like, turn that shit off. They don't want to hear it. And I don't know how the people in the DMV continue to listen to it. But I realize it's worse than what we think it is. Like, I think because we're in it, we don't think it's bad. But that shit's bad.
So there are some artists, new artists that I'm actually like Judy Cash. Like, she got, I think, one song. Like, they did a song. It was her and the other two girls, and they did like this parody song or maybe a cover or something. And I actually like it. And Judy Cash raps like the DMV flow. And sometimes some songs, certain songs, I'm like, okay, with the beat, it kind of goes. But then sometimes I hear it. It's this light-skinned girl. I think I saved her. She might be Spanish or white, and I think she's from VA. But she rips it. She does the DMV flow, and then she switches it up, and then she does something else, and then she comes back to the DMV flow, and she finishes the song, and it's immaculate. Like, her order, her cadence is everything. So I like some of it. Like, I could get with it for maybe about...
But here comes the but.
8 bars. Listen, no. Like 8 bars. Give me 8 bars of it. Switch it up for the next 4 or the next 8 or the next 16. Then come back to it. It falls on deaf ears when it's just repetitive. It's like you can't even keep up with yourself.
It can't even perform.
I'm gonna tell you. So I think Ice Spice is the closest to like
DMV.
Not the DMV flow, but like that cadence.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Ice Spice Ice Spice at least changes.
You played this song and somebody around you was like, stop playing that same song, and it was 3 different songs.
Correct.
It's
yeah, she sounds the same every song.
All I'm gonna say is I don't know. Ice Spice won me on the song "Euphoric," and that's the song I always refer to when I speak of. Even in Princess Diana, she switched it up a little bit. So I don't know.
You know, like the DMV flow. All right, let's just be real, right? The DMV flow is trash only because the artists that we're comparing it to are the lazy artists.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that stand more consistent because it's not about the art, it's not about the talent of the music, it's about the quick buck, the quick flip that they're making, and the quick, notoriety that they're gaining from just paying $25 or $50 to sites like DMV Hoods and News. And they out here, they realize, oh, let me give them this $50 so they can put my song on, and I'm going to be the next one there. And then you have certain promoters who are actually paying these kids to come out and do shows, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, why would they change up anything? They're treating it like the go-go scene. Back in the day, I remember when it was like Junkyard, Backyard, TCB, ABE, ABM, CBM, GBG, FBFB, CACL, Clie, Ochi, Wachi. Everybody was like, oh, that band making money? Let's create a band. And we all gonna do the same shit. And then we're gonna have the next band coming up, and it's like, we're gonna go do the same thing that last band just did. We're gonna even do the same songs.
Sound the same though.
Man, and there was a time when it did not matter. They all had the same sound.
No, they didn't.
You're talking about the.
Go ahead.
When you're saying they don't sound the same, it's the exact same thing about the rap game. Yeah. There are a few elite ones.
Right though.
There are a few elite ones that stand out. Other than that, everyone else is copying whoever they're top dog.
What you're about to say is going to prove his point. You're about to prove his point. Like if you say nope, Backyard sounded different than TCB and UCB to only the DMV ears. You leave out the DMV, all that shit sounds the fucking same.
It doesn't matter, but name all the lower tier bands. I guarantee you can name at least 3 bands that were lower tier that reminded you or that tried to be like Northeast Groovers, or you're gonna only name a few elite bands.
Oh, I wish my homegirl was in here because we went to go see this band we never heard of the other day, and they actually was good. Like I actually enjoyed it. They didn't remind me of TCB, and they definitely didn't remind me of Backyard.
But you don't remember their name.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
First time going to see them.
Right.
It'll come to me, and I saw.
No, but I mean, you kind of proving the point.
The whole point is the rap scene has become like what go-go was years ago in the DMV. Everyone just trying to make the quick buck. And there's a few artists out of there that have really taken in the culture and the craft and want to perfect it. And the only problem with them is the ones that are taking the time to really perfect the craft are not and getting lost behind the ones that are spending the money, and they're not taking it as serious as those because they're not investing in themselves because they're thinking that their talent is so much better than the ones dropping it everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this. This dude supposedly getting set up by his cousin, and then the other rapper, the other guy that was supposed to be robbing him, ended up getting killed in the middle of it. So this story caught my attention, not because we lost another 2 DMV rappers as far as this case over nonsense, because I don't know what happened to Prince Tamir. I'm sorry that he's gone, but I don't know what happened to him. But these 2, it seems like a bunch of nonsense. And apparently his family, like what would make you want to set your family up?
$1 million, you said, right? $1 million. And they're not having it. It's the same thing that we see all the time, so many times. But you know what? You know what I really got a real problem with? The commercialization of the word rapper when the artist or when a person dies. Oh, now he's a rapper. But beforehand, that ain't a real thing. Okay. DMV soaking this up though. They loving it.
My question is, did she like what?
Wait, this is a female?
Yeah, this is the female, and I think this is her cousin.
Okay.
Or no, that's not her cousin. This is the female and the other suspect, and her cousin is this dude right here.
At the bottom or the top?
Are they the same guy? Or
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know.
hold on. I'm not even looking at that screen. I'm looking at this screen. So hold on.
I never even heard of these.
I think the dude on top. So the dude on top is the dude on top is the cousin. So my question is, let's say the cousin didn't die. What does she think her life would have been like?
With somebody in jail?
Not even that. Like, you set your family up. And he's supposed to be hard like every other young DMV rapper. So it's just sad because people have no loyalty no more. Like, I was looking at a post the other day, and it was like, it was on here on DMV Hoods and News, and he was like, you don't even hear people say the word loyalty no more. All people do is snake backdoor and like sneak around people. Like, there is no more loyalty. Like,
No, that's not true, right? The thing about it is people have become too what's the word?
Disloyal?
Nah. When entitled to loyalty. It's like, I'm your brother. You're supposed to be loyal to me because I'm your brother. I'm your cousin. You're supposed to be loyal to me. I'm your cousin.
Don't show loyalty.
Why?
They put a title on there and try to say brother or cousin and invite people into the family, but then they don't do loyal actions. Loyalty
is only in the man, seemingly, when you want it received. But the thing about it is, the people that are loyal to people receive the same loyalty back. There are people that are not even your siblings that are way closer to you, had your back, and will have your back way more than your siblings that may have acquired more loyalty than your siblings or your relatives. It's not about blood. And I hate just saying blood is thicker than water, right? Because sometimes that blood will drown you. And sometimes that water will save you. And there's a reason why 70% of our body needs water.
80%.
Okay, cool. That's even a more bigger number.
now we never got to talk about loyalty versus unity. And since we're on the DMV topic, I feel like this is perfect time. Because like you said, we do bad business. We always try and get over on each other. It seems like worldwide there's no more loyalty. I wouldn't even just say here in the DMV, but there's definitely no unity here in the DMV. And I actually like how IDK responded to the rappers that had a lot to say. Did you guys catch any of that?
I did.
So basically, you know, people are talking out the side of their neck, and he challenged them to be more successful than him.
Which is tough.
Why you say it's tough?
Because he understands what's happening. He understands what's going on. And he knows that it's a race from here. And you don't catch, this is not the tortoise in the head type of race, right? This is as long as a person stays consistent and keeps working. If you're trying to catch him, well, you're saying that he's going to stop working and he's committed to working. Even if you do get on your grizzly and your grind, you probably won't be able to catch him, but you'll be able to get in the race. That's why there is no unity in the DMV though, because of the race.
Mm.
I mean, in New York, right? All of those artists, when they see an up and coming artist, they start working with them. They start bringing them up. There's places where you can go to wherever your city has, your borough has its own legend in that city where you can go showcase yourself. And the DMV, like I said, there is no way for that. There is nobody where you can be like, hey, if he catches my eye, I can be the next star.
Yeah.
I don't understand why, unless Noonie and him have each other's number and said to, hey, bro, promote me, help me out, right? Put me on, bro. I don't understand why there was ever IDK and Noonie beef.
Well, people were mad because IDK said that instead of like when Angela Yee asked him about talent in the DMV, instead of him naming artists that he thought could make it, which I think he did, he just said they were locked up, like Q the Fool and I think it was somebody else. Did he name Fat Yee? I don't remember. But it was a couple people that was locked up he named, but he didn't name anybody that was out that people were looking for him to say, well, hey, like, don't worry about who's locked up or who's dead. What about the people that's not locked up or dead that's grinding? You don't see us? Like, you could at least say somebody's name. Like, why would you say it's nothing here? But
how could he?
And prisoners. I mean, dead people and prisoners.
How could he, though?
What do you mean, how could he?
That's what I want to challenge. How could he? Like, if I type in DMV rappers, they're not going to start promoting good, talented artists. The hashtags is going to be artists that are locked up or dead or dying. If you follow DMV rap scene, the only time they post the artist is like, DMV lost another artist, which was his best song. We found out this nigga had a whole bunch of songs. Like, damn. Where is y'all diligence to grab these artists while they're alive? Because they're all posting, they're all tagging free content online, but yet they gotta pay you $50 for you to like them. Mm-hmm. Unless they're dead, you post it for free. If they die,
they get it for free.
Say Cheese, DMV Hoods and News, whatever other ones we can name that's supposed to promote the DMV.
And you know what's crazy is that DMV Hoods and News will post it for free if DC artists post it first.
If they die.
You understand what I'm saying? Like if someone pays DC artists to promote their stuff, it seems like to me that because they're not all together, it seems like DMV Hoods and News will post it just for clicks and views as opposed for the payment.
Only if you die.
Mm-mm.
Or if you already have some type of big name in the city, but you best believe they're all paying for it.
From one site to the next?
They all paying for all. Those people that control those are all together in one network. They may have one person that reaches out to all of them and pay for it at one time.
DC artists is different from DMV Hoods and News. Those are two different people.
I know, but the thing is, DC artists or DC Hoods and News are not promoting any artist that's not paying them for promotion.
If you say so.
You think so?
Unless you're telling America right now you run DC artists or DC Hoods and News, and you can verify that that's not a fact, I can show you actual transactions from them, from different artists that I've run PR for, that I've given this information to reach out to and see what they say. It's all the same. It's a little pricey. You pay it, you play it.
Hold on. I know that they all charging what they charge. Okay. I already know that, right? What I'm saying to you is, if you pay DC artists, right, and your stuff starts getting up views and starts picking up, DMV just to have content they may repost you for free. And I'm
No.
seeing it happen. People are not, honestly, I don't know what people are doing, but it's starting to look that way because everything that gets posted, like DMV Hoods and News get their content from DC artists.
Yeah, the payments. Because all of these,
most stories, look at most stories that they repost, it has the DC artist logo on it. Meaning that they're getting content from their page. So let's say somebody like a Cuter Fool has promo on DC artists. DMV Hoods and News might just promote it just because it's Cuter Fool. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's not.
They have a price for a repost. They have a price for a repost, and when you submit your payment, you submit that link, and then all they do is reshare it. There's no. Oh, I'm watching.
Hold on. What are you saying? So you're saying that when you ask DMV Hoods and News for promo, they offer you promo for DC artists too?
They offer you a promo for a repost.
No, on DC artist page.
Yes, that's what it's called, a repost. To repost something that's already on someone's page, there's a certain price for that. And you just give them the link. That way now you're paying cheaper than having to pay one site. 3-4 sites. You pay one site to post it on their wall, and you pay the other sites, the bigger ones, their repost fee. Because one site's wall fee might be cheaper than the other site's wall fee. It's all about budgeting and marketing. A lot of artists do not understand that. And when they reach out to these platforms and they're like, oh yeah, I got the next big record. Why are you promoting this? And they find out the hard way. No one is sharing content for free because every page is paying for every page that's really making money is paying for promo. So they're not going to waste their money on a free post.
Unless you did.
Yeah, they will, just to have the views, to keep their page active. Yes, they would.
But you think there's no payment going on between these two?
I'm not saying that there's no payment. What I'm saying is I'm picking up on these blog pages, right? Especially these three, whereas it looks like one person is getting content, whether it be an artist, whether it be a story that just broke, whether it be anything. And it's like, to me, it's looking like if you get enough views on DC artists or it's buzzing enough, they may just repost you for free because they want that traffic to their page. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and what I'm saying is, even if that is happening, why isn't there more talent being promoted then? If they're just watching these pages and just clicking it what they like.
Because you only see what between the two pages, that's all you see.
Yeah, because you
rarely see one of those pages post an artist. That's how I'm picking up. That's why I'm saying this. Because you rarely see one page post the artist and the other page don't post it. And they are not the same company, is what I'm saying. They're not the same company. So it's rarely goes to both of those pages right now. If you look at it, most of the content is basically the same. So my whole thing is if I'm paying DC artists to promote my shit, right? I'm paying them. So you might see it on there. I might not pay DMV Hoods and News, but my shit might still end up there if it gets enough traffic on DC artists. That's the chance. That's just what I'm observing. I don't know that to be 100% true, but that's just my plain observation. Because I'm like, well, damn, okay.
You best believe me. You best believe me that if artists is on multiple platforms being promoted, they are paying for it. And major artists, like, if you talk about Big Flock, 3 Black, these artists that have these names, Fat Trail, then of course these platforms, they paid one of them, and the rest of them are just being groupies on sharing the content of the other.
That's all I'm saying.
But that's only major artists. That's not
Big Flock are not major artists.
In the DMV, those are the DMV cream of the crop.
Didn't say that. I'm like, major artists. They didn't know major
I'm talking about the DMV though. I'm talking about just the DMV. Those are the DMV's cream of the crop. Shelly the MC, 3 Black, Big Flock, Fat E. Those are the people that everybody be like, Oh, no Savage. Those are the people that like, oh, these are the goats. These are the ones who are going to save the DMV.
That's all I was saying. And it might not only be them too. It depends on who got a buzz. That's what I'm saying. That's just like me and you in business. And we're coexisting in business. And you post something and I see the traffic that is getting on your page, and I'm a bigger blog than you. I'm going to repost it just to get that traffic on my page.
Yes,
I don't need no money because I'm gonna make my shit on the back end. That's what I'm trying.
Somebody just did that to me. Matter of fact, Joe is who we talking about. He just did
but
that.
Blogs don't work like that, yeah. That's like blogs, media, radio.
All they do is sip and steal. All they do is sip and steal from other. Trust me, they will do.
If they did that, if that's how they base their synopsis of their blog, they would lose to the blog in which they're sharing from.
No, they're not. They're not losing because the traffic is
If every day on Balls Biz Radio.
I'm not saying every day, Six. All I'm saying, I'm not saying that this is the only thing that happens. What I'm saying is, I recently observed that this is what may be happening for some cases. So if you pay one blog page and your post is getting huge traffic, major traffic, people comment and people putting fire emojis, the other blog is going to repost it just to get that traffic. And I'm seeing it, and when I thought I was tripping at first, like that's what I'm saying. At first I thought I was like, well, damn, am I tripping? Then I'm like, nah.
That's distasteful. That's distasteful. It's like, for one, being first, breaking news, breaking stories is all you have if you're a blog site. Like, just sitting there copying and pasting shit, that doesn't make you good.
That's all they do, though. That's all everybody do. Speaking of which, that's just what it is. So basically, so you was asking how is there even a Young Nucci and IDK beef, and I told you he mentioned that there was no rappers here. So in response to that, a lot of DMV rappers was going at him, like basically, boy, you ain't even from DC, da 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 da, whoopie whoopie whoop, why would you blah 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 blah. And I think Nucci made a diss song or something.
Yeah, he made a diss freestyle on the porch.
And so basically IDK just said, you know, like he's challenging him to just be as successful as him. And
it's crazy because Noonie already lost his deal. Noonie had a deal and fumbled the bag. So I don't understand any artist that had a problem with what IDK said. You are the problem.
He said that too.
You use that moment. Yeah, you use it in that moment to get clout instead of dropping some music. And honestly, the music that you're dropping is trash because you're rushing, trying to prove a point. Now, Noonie is pretty good, but it's different. All of y'all artists, stop thinking that it's about your music. I mean, y'all don't even know what to do after you make the music, so it don't matter what type of music you make. I don't care how hot your record sounds if you don't know what to do.
YoungBuck got beat by Afroman.
Afroman be going ham, bro.
Because he got high.
Because he got high.
Did y'all see the Rumble?
Nah, I didn't even know YoungBuck. I don't even know why. Nah, you got the video?
Mm-hmm.
Play it. Play that thing.
I had to get a copyright strike from TMZ, but I'm gonna share it with y'all. Hold on.
Well, just mute it.
So Afroman, okay. I don't know why the hell he even out here fighting because
he always fights.
Obviously, he don't know his way around the stage. I posted him falling not too long ago. He's always too damn high and not knowing where he needs to be at or what's going on or which way he needs to play. So
I love Afroman.
Y'all, I had to watch the joint about 3 times, but it had me dying laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious?
I love Afroman.
All right. Let's see if I can blow this thing up.
Yeah, make sure you mute it so you don't get that copyright from you.
That's what she said.
Well, that's what she said. That's crazy. Oh shit! Look, he sizing them up too. Damn.
Oh.
All right, let's start it over. All right, so this is Afroman over here.
In the red, we get it. You know, in the white. That's an Afroman outfit.
Definitely an Afroman outfit.
YoungBuck somewhere over here, Lord.
I'm
Look
sorry.
at Afroman, he's so lost.
Wait.
He's so lost.
No, he's sizing them up.
I'm so confused about who's YoungBuck.
YoungBuck is on the floor over here. They gonna
YoungBuck look like he getting dragged. What the staff doing?
Why is
y'all gotta hear the video because he was like, I was just going over there to say hi.
Why is the staff so deep with their McDonald's outfits? Like they all look like they work at McDonald's.
Why is nobody else in this club? What the fuck is going on here?
This club whack as shit.
Oh, what is this? Letting out? Is this empty now? What the club is closing?
Don't punch me in my stomach.
He's just hell, man. He's strong, just like you.
So apparently they say YoungBuck walked up to say hi or something to somebody and security punched him in the stomach and he then later got dragged or something like that.
Not gonna lie, YoungBuck ain't YoungBuck no more, man. He old Buck and nobody know who he is.
That nigga's
And Afroman still got his cup in his hand. Like
I'm not gonna hold you, man. That was Jai. Why did we say gets beat by Afroman? Afroman ain't throw no blows.
Afroman didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Why you do that to me? Why you click?
Where's YoungBuck? Because I was confused about what was happening for like 5 seconds.
Bruh, they whooped his ass on the ground, but I ain't look at him. I see him getting that scored out.
he was on the floor getting beat.
I ain't gonna lie, this would have been amazing if they had a YoungBuck song playing in the background as they was doing that shit. But I don't like that you clickbaited me into that, man. Afroman ain't put his hands on nobody.
Yeah.
He did. You ain't see him in the beginning. Stomped him out.
He never dropped his cup.
He stomped him out in the beginning. Look, he's stomping him out. Look, he's stomping him out.
He trying to get them off of him.
I get off.
Afroman like, y'all tripping. That's Buck. What the fuck? That's Buck.
Oh my gosh. Like,
Damn.
Try to get the fuck.
who the fuck is him?
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
What we got in
What
here?
you doing?
Yo,
Is it door?
Isadore, nigga.
Where the fuck is you on the run? Why does it look like you're running from the cops? Where are you going, Izzy?
And I will never stop like I'm running from the cops.
So welcome to the live is finally showing your face. What you got to say to the people?
I'm proud of you. Put my face out there. Yeah. Lil Boss Biz is trying to represent for the gang. How y'all doing?
Yeah, man.
So did you see Afroman beat the hell out of YoungBuck?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this black on black violence crazy, man. No, like
He is trying not to fucking crash, man.
I don't know, man. You gotta stay out the way. Niggas be tripping.
Is where are you going?
No, I'm picking up some carry out for my mom. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you. Focus on the road.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah. So you picking up some curry out for your mom.
You know DC shit. You know.
Mac Izzy.
But nah, what's up with y'all niggas?
You already know. You see Afroman. You see her trying to say Afroman beat up.
Oh yeah, no, like
He did stomp him out. Y'all missed
black
it.
violence crazy.
Yes,
Y'all good though, black people on the live. Yes, I see y'all.
Y'all missed it. Y'all definitely missed it.
I definitely missed it.
Now what the hell else is going on in the media, y'all? I wanted to talk about bad publicity versus good publicity.
I wanted to talk about how after 52 years on July 8th, you'll be able to swim in the Anacostia River.
What?
That's crazy, right?
I
mean, like, it's like all the cool stuff is happening when I leave. Like, all the cool stuff is happening when I leave.
You want to swim in that dirty motherfucker?
I don't know. I don't swim anymore, but it would be cool to go down there and see white people swimming in the river, y'all.
If you want to get in a submarine, they're taking some rappers down there in a submarine if you want to go.
Now, listen. Now, you know for a fact that white people ask for that. White people ask for that, and they obliged. Because, like, for all of years it's been closed, there hasn't been no gentrification going on. But as soon as they move us in, now we're allowed to swim in the river again. I ain't trying to lie to you. You know that's a white man asked for that. Or a white mom asked for it when they was like, I want to go to the beach. Sure, let's go down to Sandy Point. I mean, let's go down to Haynes Point, right? Ain't that the little river joint right there in D.C., the little Haynes Point?
That's Virginia, but okay, yeah.
All right, whatever, that's cool. It's still right on the Anacostia River. You know, they went down there and they said, go on, jump in. And then the little police guy, you can't swim in the river. Why not? It's perfectly fine water. Why can't we swim in the river? You know? And it was like, you know what? I don't know. She definitely got on the fight for her kids to be able to swim in that river. And now she won. Today, she won, showing us that if we fight hard enough, we can win anything.
No. Can we talk about this? Because this is where unity and units come in, right? So there are different types of power. There's power in numbers. There's power in fear. There's different types of way to have power, right?
Power in skin color.
Man, this power came from, if you look, these bike lanes. Man, 14th Street used to be a 4-lane joint. 4 lanes. This joint is 2 lanes and 2 bike lanes. It's just crazy to me that when people come together, they can make something happen. But when people are apart, no, don't shit happen. It's hard if you just trying to go and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this on your own. It don't work out. But they came together and 52 years, ain't nobody swam in the Anacostia River.
They went to enough city meetings, town hall meetings. That's
right, and
that's what gets stuff done.
These are the things that people aren't consistently showing up for. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted.
I say the word community, and you keep going to this hood. They got a hood behind them. No, a community of people. And when I say community, I mean you have different types of people, right? So in a community, you might have a community stakeholder. You might have a police officer. You might have a pastor. You might have, you know what I'm saying, different types of people in this community, but they're all for the same cause. And this is why I said to you, yo, you know they have a hood behind them. No, I feel like they have a community of people. And when I say that, it might be their mother or their cousins, but they're all in different fields. You feel what I'm saying? And having that community is what builds the unity. Like I feel what you're saying,
but we're not talking about. We were talking about as to be a rapper, to be a known rapper. Yes, you need a hood behind you.
All right.
Goofy just baked everyone doing something in the DMV.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Goofy ass great, man. This nigga is funny as shit.
Now, I don't know if I could play it because I don't know about the copyright for the song, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and still try to play it. And if I have to edit the live later, I will. But I thought this was hilarious. You guys, and I'm not going to play the comebacks. I'm going to play one of them. I think I got one of them. I'm going to play, well, I'll play both of them. Because one of them was good. The other one was some shit. So. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Oh, shit.
Point them out. I'm the greatest boxer of all time. David Rock looking ass nigga business, man. I do business. But some mood looking ass niggas. Work for me.
I was
work for Drisky. Fat Marco looking ass nigga.
Pick her up, put her down. On Draco, you could catch me on U Street shirtless now.
Pre-Hefner looking ass.
Broke DMV, Cat Williams looking ass nigga. I am the greatest chin looking ass nigga. Greatest finesse of all time. Cray looking ass Amo. Get your I do your promo looking ass nigga. The rapper, the homo looking ass nigga. I'm so sorry, please don't cancel me. That's a no looking ass nigga who don't got 10K looking ass nigga. Cornrows, the bush, the waves looking ass nigga. I give you 5 ways to get some cheeks. Today looking ass nigga. I wanna be on Mad Easy's looking ass bitch here to beat my feet looking ass nigga. I don't like that trail. I don't want who started Gleech looking ass nigga.
Hey.
Great.
Oh no, wait, one more.
them out. Get your head of my class. Hey, pop looking ass, your dreads smell like ass. My kitten looking ass nigga. Oh, you on the docket. Real world looking ass nigga. Hey, Mo, I just bought a rocket. Mark Chopper looking ass nigga. Let me see that hoe stroll. Pimpin'. But you ain't got no hoes though. Oh, damn. Primo looking ass nigga. It's the Unabomber. Backyard band lead Mike looking ass nigga. I got ice looking ass nigga. I wanna be like Mike looking ass nigga. Hey Mo. Get your idiot work looking ass nigga. I backflip at work looking ass nigga. See through pants and shirt looking ass nigga. When I hit it hurt looking ass nigga. I'm from Baltimore, but I'ma make it work looking ass Young Hefe Holmes, but I dress like Uzi Vert looking ass nigga. I look like I eat butt looking ass nigga. Light skin Donald Duck looking ass nigga. It's a public service announcement. Boy, shut up looking ass nigga. Size King Book can't fight looking ass nigga. My knees can't get right looking ass nigga. The shortest mayor of all time. Trayon White looking ass nigga. Amo. And I'm out.
This nigga's great.
I'm dead. Pick me up. I'm dead. Woo, that was hilarious. I'm sorry. That was
great at what he does.
I like how he shouted out. I like he shouted out everybody. But.
Hey, I'm mad that I know some of them people personally.
Twerk for me. I'm a twerk for Drewski. Fat Uncle look ass nigga. Let me stop before they fry my ass.
I mean, you know what though? It's crazy.
That's my favorite part, yo.
That's crazy because that's so DC.
Yeah, they definitely did that. So I'm gonna, cause the best comeback for me was Davey Ruffin. I'm gonna do Fat Marco first though. Let me see, cause I think Fat Marco had something to say, but his wasn't, to me. It wasn't really that.
No, I'm sorry, but what Goofy does is great. He brings he could bring somebody who's not from the DMV into the DMV culture and help them understand. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I really appreciate about his posts. Like, the shit be funny as shit, but like people who don't be from DC, they be looking at this shit like, oh, who the fuck is this? Like, this nigga funny as shit. I showed that shit to some people in Kentucky a couple weeks ago in Florida.
Yeah, it's good promo for the DMV.
It's good promo for the DMV.
I'm not gonna lie though. I like Jock version better.
You know what, J Money? If you back on, I bet to be reaping the benefits.
What you mean?
Context clues, brother. Context clues.
All right.
I love it.
All right, so this is Fat Marco's response. We're gonna listen to a little bit of it.
In the city, nigga, don't you ever play with my name, nigga. You know what's up with me, nigga. I ain't one of them niggas you can say in no song wanna go, nigga. You better play with something safe, and I ain't something safe to play with. Wanna go, nigga. You better off jumping the White House and playing with me. Yeah, nigga, you my little man when it come to this shit, but nigga, I'ma show you. Let's play ball, nigga. Wanna go. That nigga Goofy said my name in a song about to toast his ass. About to roll him up in this shit some fun, I'm about to smoke his ass. Before comedy and skits, I was in the trenches with sticks. You was too busy up a Marlboro just as a bitch. You must be out of your mind mentioning me in that song. You the only grown man I know out here wearing a thong. Out here making a song called DMV Look, boy. I'll leave you missing, had your family going, look, boy. Lil' baby said it best, don't play with that boy, he's not one of them. I got 100 shots in this Drake, you can't dunk none of them. You are not the king of comedy, boy. Nigga, your time is up. Niggas, you gay or straight, nigga, make your mind up. Yeah, I was on stage with Drewski, that might be true. Be honest, you just really wanted to twerk too. You funny as shit, I ain't gonna lie. You make me chuckle, but I ain't gonna lie. What type of nigga tap his name on his knuckles? What type of grown man mark his name on his knuckles?
My bad. We back. Hey, that dude, Jzabel.
Yeah.
And who that rapper, y'all? Who was that rapper, yeah?
He recorded on his iPhone like shit.
People will do anything for attention. Like, I'm sad for what manhood has come to.
Hey, he was mad as shit because he said you wanted to twerk too.
No, he didn't. He probably didn't have to.
This is hilarious. I can't believe it.
The flow was garbage, though.
The flow was fucking horrible.
Like,
is he a comedian though? Is he a comedian or a rapper?
He's a let me listen.
That shit was horrible.
Wait, is he a comedian or a rapper?
That shit was horrible.
He would have got the weakest beat and just started trying to go as ham on that nigga.
It's the DMV flow that made it shit.
That was not the DMV flow.
It was. He was trying to do the DMV flow. That's what made the song some shit.
Ice Spice is the DMV flow. This nigga is not the DMV flow.
That was the DMV
for like 35
crazy
seconds.
to think this about the what you do. You want to get it, you moving like you ain't got a clue. You was a bitch too. Get myself on the wheel. I'm like, this nigga trash. Who rocks like
gay? I don't know which way.
Hell nah.
What are y'all laughing at?
That nigga flow was terrible.
That nigga banging, cuz. He was banging, cuz. That nigga whack. What's happening right here? Bro.
All right, this we might get a copyright strike for, but I'm going to play it right now. So if y'all here on the live, y'all get the...
That nigga look like a stick.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
This one is actually pretty good, though.
I doubt it. Let's hear it.
All right.
First of all, your nose big as shit.
Okay.
17 when you 26.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, pre-fucked your bitch. You try and wipe that little hole, we already flipped your bitch. You a fucking slash stripper that be doing skit. You done fucked up, nigga, when you made that diss. All that rap tap, nigga, I been making hits. Niggas still wearing coochie, bitch, this ain't 06. When I see you at the shows, I'ma curry your ass. Nigga, pray for this dude. I'm about to bury your ass. With that hoop earring, she wouldn't marry your ass. Way back in high school, was a sweetie in class. On my mother, I ain't gonna hold you. I was gonna keep rapping, but now I'm about to find your Florida ass looking ass up. I was gonna let you do your Magic Johnson looking ass. You fake was doing shit on there, doing all them little posts and all that. The goofies, your nose big as shit, big booger ass. On my mother, you look like an alien, all your Squidward looking ass. Give me your Marlin the Martian nose ass, your Lilo and Stitch nose ass. You look like the nigga off the Goofies movie. I wanna be the very best face ass. I ain't gonna hold you, Slim. You want ugly motherfuckers, man. I know one thing about you, though. When I get up on your bitch ass, I'm a dog kick the shit out your motherfucking face. Cause you did all that bitch ass rapping like you really sliding and glide. Bitch, you from Super Merlin, and you not even one of the guys that's on that. Bitch, you was a good citizen in high school. You was a motherfucking safety guard all the way to 12th grade. They ain't even had safety guards. You just was one of them. Big nose ass. You my man, though.
I like it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, hey, now that was good. Hey, David Ruffin is knocking everybody out, bruh.
Hey, that was good, man.
Listen,
I'm not gonna. Who y'all think had the best comeback? Fat Marco and Davey Ruffin?
Davey Ruffin. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, young. Y'all gotta give Davey Ruffin the crown, young, and DMV comedy.
He's doing really good.
Yeah, Davey Ruffin got the crown, young. Davey Ruffin got the crown, bruh. Ain't no, you can't say his name. You can't mention him. He's gonna make a career. He gonna make you famous. Boy. That was nice. That was, you know what? And like I like what he did with it. With the other guy didn't do was went classic with it. Went classic. Went commercial. I mean, come on, give us something like that. This guy gave us a beat that we don't know and a flow that we don't know. I love what Davey Ruffin did. He did his homework. He did his homework and what a comedian beef should be. You know?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Good comeback. Good comeback. Good comeback.
That was
and he died like flat out roasted cuz too.
He's First of all, big as shit. Like, damn, you coming in hot, ain't you?
He ended it with you was a crossing guard and they didn't even have him.
He was out there.
He said, you just ugly as shit, Slim. He said, you from way up there, Maryland, and you ain't even one of the guys.
That shit right there was something else.
He didn't show the Aberdeen Maryland side, though. He did not show the Aberdeen Maryland side. That's good.
It was Akaki.
Oh, that's even better. That is amazing stuff. That's good stuff. I like it. Good stuff. Good way. What we got? Come on, keep it coming. We hot now.
Yeah, that definitely was good. They definitely I like the comedic, the comedic route, the Jonan. Yeah. Like I think that was cute. Booty definitely tore everybody up. Like I was like, when he woke up and chose violence, but it wasn't disrespectful. It was just
fun.
Yeah. Cray was like, nah, man, you got it, you good. I ain't even fucking with you. Dang, Cray, you can rap too. You ain't gonna get nothing. Like,
yeah, I see them all doing their skits together, so that's what's lit. And shout out, since we all talking about comedians, shout out my man Javon, my man J Too Funny. Y'all go follow him and shit like that. He funny as hell too.
So, bad publicity is not good publicity. Before we get out of here,
that's cap.
That shit
great.
Talk
about that.
Like, bad publicity is the best publicity.
Yes,
bad publicity is publicity, but it's not good publicity.
It's free.
It's the best publicity.
It's publicity. Like, it's free. You getting it. Like,
that doesn't mean that it's good.
It's the best. It's the best publicity.
You can be popular for something that's looked down upon or that may be frowned upon, and people that you aspire to work with may not want to work with you.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It's not gonna stop your check.
It could.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
It could.
In today's world, in today's world.
No, in today's world, think about all the people that went viral that if you go on their page now, they're barely getting views.
They still made it. They're still millionaires. And you still going there.
No, they're not still millionaires. See, I live in reality. I don't look at glitz and glam of things and automatically assume that people are doing well. And Fantasia said it best. A lot of these people are really struggling. It looks good, but they're really not doing as good as they look. So just because someone got famous off of doing something 10 years ago does not mean that money is still rolling in. That money could have dried up and nobody possibly want to work with them. Yes, they were hot at one point, but that buzz died down, and now how do they get back where they are? That's how people end up committing suicide, on drugs real bad, chasing that fame again that they're really not going to get, doing outrageous stuff for attention.
No, but what you're talking about is rich people problems, though, right? Because
I'm talking about in general.
Nah, but listen, like, and this is why I say rich people problems, because if a person has made $1 million, they live like a millionaire.
Right.
So to have to go back to living like 1,000 there, to some seems like a struggle. But the reality of it is they just don't want to downsize or whatever the case may be. But they still better off with the bad publicity than a person with, let's say, no publicity.
Right.
And even with good publicity, the risk of when the buzz dies off is still
with no publicity. Like, this is where a lot of young people and I like to.
Hold on, you said you can still be what?
You can still be rich with no publicity.
Okay.
You can still be well off with bad publicity.
I'm just saying, but you can still be. So why, like, and that's the sad part for young people, is that people would rather choose bad publicity for a quick dollar as opposed to maybe choosing a different route and still getting that same dollar.
Because when was the last time we talked about anybody with no publicity? Then
it's not even no publicity, but not bad publicity is what I'm saying. Like, why choose to do something that lack morality or unethical to go viral for a moment when you don't have to? You could still get attention, just probably not as much for doing salacious things like that.
Well,
let me ask you a question too.
Because I was going to tell you, this is how it happens, and this is how it works for every single artist, every single person who becomes a celebrity, who makes it big, right? They put them up on this big pedestal. They're way up here. They give them all of this great publicity. And then what happens? They look for something. There's always that one person who's searching and trying to find a flaw, trying to find something wrong. And then when that becomes public, guess what happens to all of the good publicity? It don't mean shit, because that one negative publicity takes over for everything else they did. It could have been 25 years of work, 80 years, and then Bill Cosby does this thing, and now what? You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to tell Six. Bad publicity is not good publicity.
At the end of the day,
having good publicity, you need to be prepared to have bad publicity.
But bad publicity, you agree with me, but bad publicity is not good publicity. It can hurt.
At the end of the day,
it can help you.
if you known for being having bad publicity, you have to keep doing bad shit to keep getting your publicity, and that's way easier than doing good shit.
Well, what happens when you outgrow those things? And the reason
notoriety never leaves though.
The reason I came to this topic is because of the whole Sukihana and TashaK beef, right?
Yeah.
And I'm growing to like TashaK.
You know what? I you like a TashaK.
Now, hear me out. I first found TashaK a few years ago, and I was watching her, but she was too damn loud. Like, she was just too damn loud for me. Like, it was like, as low as my volume could be, the bitch was still screaming. Like, so I kind of, and then she was putting out fake news. And one thing about me is, like, I'm a nosy person. So I'm always searching the internet for tea, shall I say. And I would go to her page and I was like, oh my gosh, this happened. And then I would go do my research and that should be a lie. Or it didn't, it's not all the way true. So I kind of just stopped watching her. And then the Cardi B thing came up. And I knew TashaK was on to something. I knew she was on to something because it just, like, for my own personal, I just knew she was on to something. So I started, like, just watching little clips of her, and now I'm back on watching TashaK fully now. She's regained me back. More so because I like underdogs, right? But she came at my two up-and-coming favorite female rappers now, Sukihana and Sexy Red. And she said something that I was thinking. So a lot of people are mad. Suki wants to play victim. And shout out to Suki. She's here in the DMV right now. I think they just finished the pool party. I chose y'all instead. Just know that. I was going to play hooky today, but I chose y'all instead. But anyway, she made a comment in regards to Sukihana and Sexy Red. And I was thinking the same damn thing. A lot of people was thinking it, but nobody wanted to say it. I found Sexy Red through Summer Walker. Actually, I didn't find her through Suki. So I found her through Summer Walker. They did that ratchet song. I started looking her up. Next thing you know, her and Suki did a song. I love that song called Born by the River. And Sexy just got skyrocketed, right? Suki, to me, is really talented. Like, if you listen to her catalog, like, she really is talented. She can sing, she can rap, she switches up her flow, she got cadence. Don't just think of the eating some ass song and think that's her whole embodiment of work. That's not it. Then you listen to Sexy Red, and I like them both, and I hate to compare them, but as a fan and an avid listener of both of them, I know that Suki is way more talented. So I thought about it, and TashaK said it. She was like, how is it that you've been doing all this shit to get people's attention, all this bad publicity to get people's attention, and your music career is going nowhere? Meanwhile, this girl comes in, and she's already getting, stamped or certified by known rappers, NLE Chopper, Nicki Minaj, et cetera, right? And I thought about it, and I was like, damn, Tasha, I'm mad at you for starting shit with them. But you were saying what I was thinking. Sukihana fucked herself up. Like, yes, people like Suki's antics. They want to see her do crazy, wild, and say crazy, wild shit. But that also hinders people from wanting to mix their brands with her, wanting to co-sign her. And I felt like she could be a lot further had she not did some of those antics, because she is truly talented. She could still be on a whole culture, but the OnlyFans and the twerking on a little boy, that hurt her more than it helped her. So in that aspect, that's why I say all bad publicity is a good publicity.
Well, let me tell you why I disagree, right? Because without all of that stuff, she wouldn't even be where she is today.
That's not true. Love and Hip. She came from, because a lot of people forget that Suki came from Love and Hip Hop. She was already then. She did Love and Hip Hop Miami.
No, she didn't get on Love and Hip Hop Miami until she started trending on the internet from doing her ratchet turn up shit. Okay. And then she got invited to Love and Hip Hop Miami because that franchise was actually deemed the worst one out of Love and Hip Hop's. She was brought in to spice it up with her antics, just like Cardi B was brought in to amp up New York's.
So you don't feel like the OnlyFans content, and the twerking on the little boy?
No, it helped her. The thing is that the difference is gonna always be one thing: she does not have a hit. She does not have a hit record. She's gonna always be the type of artist that she is.
Pound Town is a hit record.
Pound Town is a hit record that was made by producer TashaK, who's like one of the biggest producers in the world right now. So when he takes something and stamps it, when he's already having artists on tour, and he takes his next project and stamps it and puts the project and the budget behind it, then yes, she's going to skyrocket behind that because there are people that are invested in that's making money off of it.
All right, but let's look at all the artists that did not have to do that don't have a, like you're saying, a hit song. Like Suki has songs that could be hits. The thing is, it's not being marketed or pushed properly, or however, she's not getting co-signed. And that could partially be because of the bad publicity.
No, it's because Suki wants 100%, because Suki's already making 100%. Suki's her own boss. Sexy Red is coming to the game as a puppet to a label already. So she's going to be doing better than someone who said, I am going to make it all on my own, use my own notoriety, and try to just get out there doing this. But at the end of the day, Sukihana definitely gets paid more show than Sexy Red gets paid a show.
That could have been true. I don't think so now.
Sukihana has already headlined her own tour. Sexy Red hasn't even done a tour yet.
I'm just saying that could be in the making, but I'm sure after that Nicki Minaj feature.
It could be. But she has the power. That's what I'm saying. She has the power of a label who has to make money back doing their work, an engine behind her. Suki is independent. She doesn't have a label behind her.
So that's what you're saying. You're saying that her stall is because she's independent and not because she's
a machine.
She doesn't have a machine behind her. And she's chosen to stay independent because she wants 100%, because she's a hustler. She understands what she wants out of the game. There's some people that understand that UGK was big. Underground kings, though. Underground kings. Some artists love to be underground. They want to stay underground. They're free. They do whatever they want to do. But some artists want to be mainstream and want to take that risk. And honestly,
and that's why I wanted to have this discussion with you, because that's why I wanted to have this discussion with you, because it was like you're looking at it from the actual independent versus signed artist perspective.
Correct. But at the end of the day, all of these artists, every single artist that has created a buzz or a rise to fame started with a bad publicity story. Good publicity does not get shared. Well, listen. If you ask anybody on this panel who won the last Nobel Peace Prize, you're not gonna damn know. You're not gonna know.
Why wouldn't we know?
Because
you're right, but like it depends on the category you're going in. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some new artists who don't have to use that or don't go that direction, but they do have to pay a lot more for their marketing and publicity, and for them to write these good articles on them, and for them to get these good interviews with the good questions. Because you know what happens in interviews, they might ask you the questions that you like. Get you on the spot.
J Money, stop it. J Money, stop it. Right?
Like,
listen, ask what artist has came up? What artist is coming out here talking about? Oh yeah, I grew up with my mom and my dad and
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones. Coco Jones' success is strictly directly limited to the fact that she was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You think so?
Yes.
I also
Coco
believe.
Jones just send her ass off. Let's not do that.
I also believe.
You know what,
Coco
Six?
Jones just send her
Thank you,
ass
because
off.
I
Hold up, I
was
gotta say
like,
something about
man,
What
that.
are you talking about? She can sing her ass
Hold up
off.
now.
Is would you know she can sing her ass off?
He wasn't on the Fresh Prince.
Is would you know? Is you know what you just did? You just sang a song that was after her career, after the Bel Air show. What she got before that?
Oh wait, I know some songs before.
But listen, what I was addressing,
sure you do.
Okay,
what I was addressing was
beautiful,
her
man.
like she doesn't have any negative, you know what I'm saying, things on her.
Negative
It's positive,
connotations, like, you know.
positive upbringing.
Exactly. But listen, but guess what though? Guess what else happened today? Guess what else happened today? Was there a story across our feed on Coco Jones? Was there a story?
Yes,
Did you see?
There was.
A story about what?
About Coco Jones. Was there a story about Coco Jones today?
Yes.
They do anything for clout.
What?
You know?
What happened? Tell me about
They
it.
were
What
surprised
happened?
at her winning new artist of the year award.
Surprised? They were surprised. So if they were surprised at her, you know why they use the word people are surprised at her winning the award?
The word surprise surprises people when they see
and it gives a negative publicized article because
like
that's what makes you click on it.
So that was a negative publicity.
Yes, because that is better clickbait than saying, hey everybody,
I didn't even know.
Coco Jones wins new artist of the year. Congratulations. We're not going to click on that. We're going to say, oh, so. But fans are surprised. Find out why. Oh, wait.
That's me right there. Let me read the comments.
Come on, bro. Bad publicity is the best. Is the best publicity because
I'm agreeing with you.
There's no such thing as good. Like having good publicity is not good. It's actually the worst thing that you can have.
But that's what I was saying.
No one likes a goody good. No one likes to show off. No one likes that. No one likes somebody always that got it.
They need a sense a little bit of.
So, do you guys think that TashaK is picking on Sukihana?
I believe. Listen, let me tell you what I believe about TashaK. She knows how to pick her fights because she's 100%. She's 100% right about artists like Sexy Red and things like that, right? But the thing is, what TashaK doesn't seem to understand is image is what makes all of us. And while she takes a jab at the images that people create and the personas that people create, these are also people that we have to understand. She wouldn't pick the jabs at these people if they didn't perceivably make it. She's not going to talk about the Joe Blow that goes to get up and work every day.
She talked about Sexy Red. Sexy Red mom had to check.
Yeah, but Sexy Red don't get up every morning to go work at Family Dollar.
I'm saying her mama had her mom. Sexy Red mama checked her, and then she went back to picking on Suki. Speaking of which, she's interviewing Suki's ex-boyfriend, So Messy, as we speak.
Yeah, Bill.
And more
but the
dirt
beauty is,
on Suki.
but that's how you know you made it. When they doing that, that's when you made it. When no one cares, you ain't there. You haven't arrived yet. And a lot of you artists have to understand, if no one is talking about you, you haven't arrived yet. And if you want to ask yourself, why aren't we talking about you? It's because you haven't done nothing. You haven't done nothing bad, groundbreaking, challenging. I mean, going out the joint, selling 1 million records, that's cool. But then guess what? After a while, we don't want to hear about that anymore. What did you do? What did you do to keep talking about you? Because unless you stay working all day long, 24/7, dropping every day, every week, the general public forgets who you are. And unless you do something interesting, no one's going to think it's cool that you get in and out of your new car. Did you crash that bitch?
So I have one one last question for you guys. That shit just slipped my mind. It was about to be some bullshit, so God just stopped me.
Listen, like I seen that comment that said Sexy Red has the Bloods behind her. You best believe every new artist that's really popular got a gang behind him.
Yeah.
A hood.
Even Drake.
It's like niggas don't.
I thought we said Drake didn't have a hood.
Drake got a hood and a gang behind him.
I know he got a gang because if y'all know really how he was on with the mob ties and Jada Prince and all that stuff, that's why he's able to go to some of those cities. But that's a whole nother episode. We gonna get deep.
That nigga say that song when he say niggas got me once, but hey, that's us. You know what I'm saying? He talk about like what happened to the last nigga that tried to rob him. You know what I'm saying? How his gang took care of him. Like, talk about.
These rappers low key does.
I tell you if it was us. All right, let's go ahead.
I want to get you guys the opinion on.
What was the last question? What got for me? What about Dr. Umar?
Oh yeah.
That's your boy, isn't it? Ain't Dr. Umar your boy?
He is, but I want to get the mail because men have been going at Dr. Umar recently, talking about how he caters to women and his words are honey to our ears, and the men ain't having it. They like, Dr. Umar, we gotta bring you to the front. So before I tell you what I've been hearing, I want to get each of you guys' perspective on Dr. Umar and the Black community.
I'm just praying for him. That's it.
Wait, what you mean? Dr. Umar, what about the Black community?
Like, what is your perspective of him in the Black community?
I don't have one.
See, he don't got enough bad publicity for me. I don't know what's going on with him. He don't got enough bad publicity for me.
But you know who he is, right?
I do. He's a dude trying to open up a school for Black people, right?
And still ain't open it.
I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know who Dr. Umar is, like why he's popular or what he does or has done. And that's not to be disrespectful. That's just not my field.
I keep forgetting that you're white, so of course
I'm just praying for that brother. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not into urban politics like that.
I'm sorry, I'm diabetic and see a lot of other doctors, so he's not one of the doctors on my list.
So y'all just gonna sit here and act like y'all don't know who Dr.
I don't believe that I don't believe that anybody should be in the position to speak for a whole nation of people. Right? It's not my place to get up and
you do know who he is.
Right. I know who he is.
Okay.
I think this. I say this to anybody. Right now, I get it. If you're telling somebody who wants to be where you are, how to get there, or people that aspire to do things that you're doing, how to get there. Right? If you wake up every day and say, "Look, you need to be doing this. You should be doing this. If you're not doing this, then you're tripping. You're crazy." And anybody that says to say, "Hey, I want to be like Sixxcess, man. Like when I grow up, I want to move like Sixxcess, or at this point in my life, I want to live like Sixxcess lives every day." If you come to me or you challenge any way of my ideas of thinking, then you don't want to live like Sixxcess.
So you think that Dr. Umar is telling everybody to live the way that he thinks they should live? You don't think that his book on helping single mothers?
No, I think that his stance is only for people that want to live his type of lifestyle.
So you don't think some of his suggestions may be beneficial to the Black community?
No. No, because all about the Black community is not the same all the way around the world. You see what I'm saying? Like, I live in a Black community, and everybody got many mansions and 5 and 4 bedroom houses and nice cars and own their businesses. But then I come from a Black community where half of the people's fathers not home. We got apartments, barely a 3-bedroom apartment with 6 of us in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I come from that. But so I understand. I'm like, if you were to talk to my kids, right?
But I think his message is for the impoverished Black people.
So that's why it falls on. That's why I can't fall for everybody though, because everybody's Black community is not the same.
For the what?
But 85% of United States Black, mostly all inner cities, Black communities look the same, operate pretty much the same.
Well, all not the same.
I think that's to what he speaks about. But the reason I brought up Dr. Umar today is Because I kind of understood where a lot of the men was coming from. Not where you're coming from, more so Sixxcess, because I think that his message is very effective for inner city Black people, like especially for the single moms and the young men. Like I said, I went to one of his events, and just to see the type of men that were there were more cautious and knowledgeable, educated.
Perceived to be.
I mean, you can have conversations with them if you like. I just based off of the conversations that I was having, just moving around, observing, listening. That's what I observed on the school grounds. Okay, in Delaware, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I agree with the guys, and I usually don't agree with the guys on the internet, is that he's been rubbing me the wrong way lately, and I'm a person of practice what you preach, right? So
okay.
I feel like Dr. Umar is being a hypocrite in the sense of broken homes. Now, whatever his issues may be, that he is not in the home or in the household living with either mother of his children or raising them together in one household. I don't know the specifics of that. But if you're going to tell Black men to marry and stay in the homes with the woman, I think that you need to lead by example. So I do agree with Black men on that. Now Dr. Umar does need to lead by example, because I believe in him when it comes to restructuring and rebuilding Black communities all over the United States. I disagree with the race baiting, because I don't think everything is a race issue.
So
and
let me ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is he with a white woman or something? Or a woman of non-color?
I think he got 2 Black girls, right?
Yeah.
So then he's not a hypocrite.
Well, he is.
Like, he ain't staying with them.
Go ahead.
So what?
No, I mean, I don't know the story, but like I'm saying,
staying with a woman is not having a family. Raising your kids is different.
He wasn't like.
We're talking about marrying them. He's telling people that they should marry their, like, instead of just getting women pregnant and moving on, marry them, stay in the household, raise your sons.
What's wrong with that?
I agree with that.
He's not doing what he has daughters, but he's not doing what he's telling other Black men to do. And
I don't believe that's his message. If he's saying marry, stay within your race, marry within your race. But if he's saying like marry, if you have sex with her and have a baby with her, marry her. If that's his message,
not if you have sex with her, you have a baby with her, marry her, but at least be a father to your child.
Yeah, that's all he got to be though.
But he wants Black men. He wants Black families, homes, which is a man, Black woman, and kids.
Okay.
And
but that has to be created.
Black men are saying that, hey, Dr. Umar, you've had 2 such situations that you didn't stay in.
And he's learned from it.
Why should we listen to you?
He's learned from his mistakes, obviously.
And you should learn from him. Like, don't be in a situation if you're unhappy, because that's an unhealthy family. Right. That's worse for the kids. So it's like, in order for it to be a relationship, and if he's on this high intellectual level, he's going to definitely have a certain perception and a certain way that he wants his wife. And even if they have kids or not, if she does not meet those standards, he's not going to marry her. So if you are one of his followers, and if you understand the message that he's been preaching, that's probably a part of it as well. Because I'm sure that there's somewhere in that message why he's preaching about Black men staying in their race. He has to be teaching the latter of why they're not staying with their race.
Do you think a coach does everything he tells his players to do?
No, I think for me, if I was a Black man, I would be like, well, nigga, you ain't married, you ain't taking care of your household. Yeah, you are. That's what I would say.
That's if you put that's if you put that man on that pedestal, though.
No, for you to be a leader and you gotta lead by example. But I can't go out here and tell young girls, not to strip and to honor your bodies and be more conservative and all of that stuff, if I'm busting it wide open on the internet and a full-blown stripper at night.
Correct. But see, then that would make you a hypocrite, right, to your followers, for sure. But the thing about it is,
I'm just telling you what they're saying. Like, I'm not a man, so I'm not receiving his message.
And that's what I'm saying. That's their fault.
I'm on the other spectrum of it, where he's kind of like, okay, you black women, y'all need to do y'all due diligence and do what y'all supposed to do. I hear that part of the message, but as I'm scrolling and I'm going through, I frequent male spaces. As you can tell, I'm the only female here with 3 men. This is usually my situation. So I'm listening and I'm hearing these men talk, and I'm like, dang, this how, like, I'm shocked. Like, dang.
But like, honestly, like, to be real, men have a way, and y'all can agree with me on this. Men have a way of being condescending. So when these men that ask that question, it's a challenge because he's challenging your lifestyle, right? So when you come out to a man and say, "Oh, well, why don't you do this then?" It's because that man is challenging something in your lifestyle, and when you feel challenged, you challenge that man's lifestyle. So 9 times out of 10, if you really do this research, any of those men is questioning, well, why aren't you with one of your black baby mothers? They probably are either outside of their relationship, outside of their race, or something against what he preaching, and they're using that as the stance to say, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, and you should back off, because the same reason that you're not where you are. And men have a way of being condescending about everything in life. When you challenge what we call, when you put yourself in a position to be of authority, like a leader, there's going to be a lot more men that's going to challenge you than that's going to bow down and follow you what you say.
I just say if Dr. Umar want to teach, he should build that school and get off the podcast. Okay. But
yeah, if he's doing that, I mean, like, and like that's the thing. Like, what are people doing for everything? Like, a lot of people still don't know what people's purposes are. I want to know what is his purpose. So.
That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of people.
That's bigger than the mission. Because you know what a lot of these social media sites do, they only play clips of stuff, and when you play clips 30 seconds, a minute, you lose the context of what's really going on.
Yeah, because you don't get the whole thing.
Yeah, pause. But I don't subscribe to Dr. Umar. I'm not a follower of that type of rhetoric myself.
I'm just saying for him because he's like, he like is one of the strong black men, like, type niggas that's on like the celebrity type shit. So that's why I'm praying that the nigga got his mind right, because niggas be influential around here, following the wrong niggas. So I'm saying.
You know what I'm praying? Y'all know what I'm praying? I'm praying that everybody that's watching hit that like and make sure y'all got that subscribe and the notification buttons pushed. Everybody that see this, because we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that. Now I know you said that was the last question. I got one question for y'all, what y'all got coming up.
Well, I'm sorry, my phone going off, y'all. I'm sorry.
You know you might be mother. All right, what you got for me, JmoneyGibbs? What you got coming up?
I ain't got nothing.
His mother's
my business type of shit.
His mama's a dyke.
Wait,
who mama's a dyke?
Jay-Z mama a dyke.
Jay-Z mama.
I can see that.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you can see that? What the? Hello. We're live. Is this thing on? We're live.
I'm sorry. The news is coming in.
Ain't no way. If that is news, we'll talk about that next week.
It looks like Dom lips. I ain't gonna lie. Like, JC lips are like, Dom got him, and I'm saying the Dom will probably pay for lips to probably eat pussy better with those. I can see it.
Oh my God. So if we not here next week, thank you.
Hold on, what's next week?
I don't know, but with this man just said, I'm pretty sure.
I need to get off of here.
Yes, Lord.
So much.
I'm about to get on 2K. If y'all on 2K community, pull up on me.
Shout out to Boss Biz Gang.
Yeah. Shout out Iz. He finally made his way out the back. Look like he got
That's
himself a
good.
haircut to pop up on the scene.
I'm
Look,
scared,
I
y'all.
think he had one of his ladies in here. That's the only time this nigga want to show his face. Look, he trying to look sexy for the ladies. I'm going to put you on blast.
Nah, bro.
Yes, I'm going to put you on blast.
I love my team, man, and I was like, let me stop bullshitting. I was like, I see these beautiful black people
For
up
all
here.
y'all that don't know, is the face behind our Boss Biz page.
Man, I'm just saying.
He's a man behind the scenes, y'all.
It's all of us together. These people right here.
The man behind the scenes.
Over here.
Don't be modest. Don't be modest.
Nah, man.
You're not going to follow his real page. Is also an artist.
We not being humble no more. We popping our shit.
Yeah.
We popping our shit.
Man.
We ain't being humble no more. Fuck that.
Fuck that, homie.
I'm gonna have to bleep this shit out.
That shit
Yeah. Hey, Iz, tell them where your real page is, bruh.
MC is you know it, man, and I'm saying Boss Biz got some things coming up, man. We love the artists, we really from the soul with this shit. Hip Hop 9-5 with Sixxcess. JmoneyGibbs on Tubi TV, nigga. We all the black culture coming up. Fuck this industry, a whole lot of real shit. Like we the new wave, we the next niggas coming up and all that. Oh my bad.
That's what I had to tell y'all. Music review. I finally got through Killer Keisha Project. Don Julio, Low with the Dro just dropped something. Stable on the Star got something coming up. Cutiful. I haven't made it through his album yet. But I definitely next week when I come back, I'm gonna be telling y'all how I feel about it. I think it's time that I just be honest with y'all, because a lot of y'all music.
You listen to J Money new album? J Money got a new album. Add it up in there. Add it in the review.
J Money new album? When did you drop an album? You see, y'all don't share shit.
Oh.
Y'all want people to hunt y'all down.
Oh, hey, hold up. Time out.
Everything should be
I'm
dropped in the
about to ask you something real quick. Did all of those artists personally send you their music?
At least 3 of them. 3 out of 5 did.
But the rest of them, you stayed up on them, or you hunted them down. You stayed up. You stayed watching.
I think they want to send me a link.
No, one of them, I'm cool with their manager. So their manager told me. So it's not like I think the only person that I didn't that I actually just seen on my timeline was Cuba.
Okay.
That's it.
No, you don't got no notifications on your favorite artists. Like you don't got no notifications.
I don't have notifications on nobody on Instagram.
No, Apple Music, Spotify.
I don't have Apple Music or Spotify. I have Spotify, but
YouTube.
I don't check. Like, so it should come up new release here. But on my Spotify, my music automatically is already on my playlist. So as soon as I hop in my car, it's on.
All right, so you go hit that follow button on your favorite artist so that you can be hit when they coming out and when they dropping stuff. Preferably my page. Listen.
I'm not going to see it unless.
Listen, Linda. Just make sure you just go to my page and hit on subscribe.
J Money ain't dropped shit. I knew I wasn't fucking tripping.
Okay.
Last thing you dropped was T-Body in May. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be trying to play me on here.
Yeah, that's May. That's
This is July, brother. This is July.
That's a month ago. That's a month ago.
We've been talking about this a month ago.
What I'm
saying is you were saying his new album, like he just dropped it this week. And I'm sitting here like, well, why the fuck didn't I see it?
Jay, did you drop something, nigga?
Who, me?
Jay, no, they're saying like.
Yeah, he just dropped T-Body a month ago. He dropped T-Body a month ago.
Tomorrow. It'll be 2 months ago tomorrow.
Okay, two months ago tomorrow.
Okay. You said it like it was last week. That's why I'm over here like, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, I thought you was just going through all the artists that you listened to in the last month, because all those artists was like old albums, like that just dropped.
No, those was like within the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's still a month.
2 weeks.
In the music world.
2 weeks.
You
can go up there. If you want to be on a docket, you could be on a docket too. We'll talk about that next week. But that's something new. Listen, we a team here. Y'all should. Well, I don't know why when you just bringing it up. It's been 2 months. Now we about to shoot.
You know daggone.
Try to run out of here.
You know daggone well.
You should have brought that shit up 2 months ago.
You know daggone well. Nah,
I wasn't
hit the notifications buttons, man. Hit the notifications.
Yeah. I'm gonna need y'all to be on my ass too, because I'm trying to drop some music too.
Pause.